come from behind victory, being down 5-0 in the first 2 innings. And it was Zach Romans coming out of the bullpen, pitching on absolute beauty. 1-2-3 for the first 3 innings, and after that third 1-2-3, Sasquatch offense exploded for 6 runs, and that would eventually be the dagger. It was an 8-6 victory on fireworks night here in front of 832 fans for the first win of the weekend. And then yesterday, a doubleheader, 2 7-inning games, and it was the Sasquatch all over these Sodbusters in both of the games. It was pure domination from the hometown Spearfish Sasquatch. A little bit of a scare in game 2 as the tying run to the plate, a deep fly ball to left center field, but Trey Vorwald was able to settle under it in the left center gap with Daniel Thiessen. They tracked it down, and the Sasquatch came away with a huge doubleheader sweep, and now looking to make it 4 in a row and 4-0 versus the Sodbusters on the weekend with a Sunday afternoon victory here at Black Hills Energy Stadium. It should be a good one. The Sasquatch are proving a lot here on this weekend, getting a lot of steam. They currently stand, if the season were to end today, first place in the second half, and we'll have to see if they can propel themselves even more up in the standings, trying to win the second half and get themselves a playoff spot. It would be crucial to win the second half. There's a possibility if they don't win, obviously, they can get it with the second best overall record throughout the whole season, but a pretty tough first half, finishing at 11-14. This second half is a must win. The Sasquatch are hot right now. We're going to see if they can continue their woes right here and just keep the offense rolling. This offense has been spectacular all weekend. They're going to look to get behind starting pitcher Lance Schaff today in his last start in a Sasquatch uniform, coming here on July 2nd at Black Hills Energy Stadium. Sasquatch looking to make it 4 in a row versus the Sodbusters here. First pitch and starting lineups will be shortly right here when we return on Spearfish Sasquatch Live.
Yeah, set me free and give me death, there ain't no other choices. When I lay down to go to sleep, I keep on hearing voices. That subtle breathing in your closet every single evening. Thought you never see me again, looks can be deceiving. When they hear the sound of the drum, they'll be saying, oh Lord, here they come.
Here's a throw on the money, perfect show. Line drive, left center field, will score one. That ball had a family, DJ tonight.
Here we come.
Slider, outer third, bang, throws him.
Yeah,
what a play on the forehand to throw to first. Vintage Ryan Buck.
Here we come. Here we come.
Be sure to check out the Spearfish Sasquatch on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok to stay up to date on all the action throughout the season. Post photos and highlights using the hashtag #OutOfSight so we can keep up with all the great fans here in Spearfish. Today's umpires, as appointed by the Independence League Baseball. Behind the plate this afternoon will be Josh Inwood, and in the field, Kelly McNary. This umpire introduction has been brought to you by The Blind Guy. The Blind Guy has been providing the Black Hills and surrounding area with beautiful custom window treatments since 2003. Call and schedule your free in-home consultation today with The Blind Guy. Fans, we have something new this season, the Squatch Dog Challenge. Brought to you by Hayward's Dakota Home Resources. Do you think you're up to the challenge? Well, Challenge consists of 5 Squatch dogs surrounded by a moat of nachos and finishes with Samson's Punch Ice Cream helmet. If you think you have what it takes to eat all that, visit Guest Services for more information. Don't forget to sign up for your chance to win $10,000 this afternoon. One winner will be selected each game, and if the Sasquatch hit a grand slam in the bottom of the 8th inning, the chosen person will take home the grand prize of $10,000, courtesy of the Lodge at Deadwood. It's free to sign up, so make sure you visit the Guest Services tent located on the concourse. Welcome, Sasquatch fans, to Black Hills Energy Stadium. We thank you for joining us this afternoon as we take on the Hastings Sodbusters on baseball card afternoon. It's the final game of our week-long homestand. Final game of a 4-game series with the Sodbusters as the Sasquatch go for the sweep. Hastings Sodbusters 0-3 in the second half of the season, 6-20 overall. Their lineup for this afternoon, leading off, number 14 designated hitter Kyle Kiltrim. Batting second, number 33 center fielder Gage Frank. Batting third, number 5 catching Marcos Cabrenas. Batting fourth, number 15 first baseman Nick Jones. Batting fifth, number 19 third baseman Anthony Chavez. Batting sixth, number 25, Kale Jensen is the left fielder. Batting seventh, number 17, second baseman Zach Beadle. Batting eighth, number 9, shortstop Josh Sprinter. The beer batter, ninth in the order, number 12 on his jersey, playing right field, Lane Shires. And the starting pitcher for the Sodbusters on this Sunday afternoon, it's number 8, Braden Anderson. It's Sunday Fun Day Baseball. Your lineup for the hometown Spearfish Sasquatch. Leading off, number 3, left fielder Trey Borwald. Batting second, number 24, second baseman Ryan Bachman. Batting third, number 28, right fielder Nolan Ackerman. Batting fourth, number 27, first baseman DJ Van Batting fifth, number 9, the shortstop, Luigi Reyes. Batting sixth, number 22, designated hitter, Bailey Bordes. Batting seventh, number 11, center fielder, Gage Trott. Batting eighth, number 2, third baseman, Christian Soto. And batting ninth, number 1, catching this afternoon, Ben Seminara. On the mound for the Sasquatch this afternoon, number 40, Lance Schaff. Fans, we ask that you please stand and remove your caps as our national anthem will be sung this afternoon by Kelly Miratello.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight?
McKinley. And now let's kick off this afternoon's ball game. Lauren, get somebody on the field. They have something to say.
All right, Sasquatch fans, let's get ready to play some ball.
Black Hills Energy Stadium is the venue, and the Spearfish Sasquatch looking for a 4-game weekend sweep is the event here in Spearfish, South Dakota. I'm Sean Massa, the voice of the Sasquatch, bringing you all the action right there in the comfort of your homes, like you're here with us at Black Hills Energy Stadium in beautiful Spearfish, South Dakota. A nice Sunday afternoon crowd here on a pretty nice and sunny day here in Spearfish. 85 degrees and sunny, 3:05 the current time here, awaiting first pitch from the Sasquatch, going for that 4-game sweep. It's gonna be a good one. The Sasquatch looking to pick up some steam before they head to Casper and play the Spuds for a 3-game road set Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, before getting the off day on Thursday and then coming back Friday, Saturday, Sunday for a 3-game weekend series against the Spuds right here at Black Hills Energy Stadium once again. Sasquatch ball will be back right here at Black Hills Energy Stadium in the weekend. They'll have a little bit of a break for you fans during the week to recoil after a 6-game homestand, but we will be right back for more baseball to be played. And the Sasquatch are going to look to continue their second half hot start. They are currently 4-2 in the second half, looking to make it 5-2 before going into Casper against a pretty good and pretty hot Spuds team. Lance Schaff going to make his start on the mound today in his last day in Spearfish, South Dakota. He's going to be starting on the mound, the lefty from Montana State Billings. His first foe is going to be Kyle Hiltbrand, the designated hitter for the Sodbusters leadoff spot. Lines and one in the center field. Cummings, Crott drops in front of him. It's going to be a first pitch leadoff single for Hiltbrand. An early on base runner for the Sodbusters in this one. We go through the defensive layout, for the Sasquatch. Obviously, Schaff on the mound. Ben Seminar, the man from Columbia University, behind the dish, going the infield. Christian Soto getting the start of the hot corner. Luis Reyes, Ryan Bachman, that middle infield duo that you would have to be dumb to break up. They are right there at short and second again, and DJ Van Atten mans first base. That one's outside for ball 1 to Gage Frank, the center fielder, sliding up from the 3 spot where he's been all series, now batting second behind Hiltbrand, the leadoff single. Going the outfield, Vorwald in left, Crott in center, and Nolan Ackerman behind the dish yesterday for game 2. He is in right field. Big swing and miss at that one. Oh, that was a nice swing right there. And a daddy hack from Gage Frank. It's a 1-1 count. Last time the Sasquatch started a lefty, the second lefty Sasquatch have started this series, and the only other lefty in the entire pitching rotation, whether it's bullpen or starting arms, Lance Schaff and Oliver Wilson, the 2. Lance Schaff getting the start here today. Goes over to first, just letting Hiltbrand know that he sees him. Count's going to remain 1-1 to Gage Frank. On deck, Marcos Cabranes. He slides in the 3 spot and catching again today. And in the hole, Nick Jones. It's a 2-3-4 now due up after the leadoff single. Nice lead over there at first from Hiltbrand. See if he tests the arm behind the plate. That one's high in the air into center field. Crott takes a few steps over to his left, makes the catch. 2 nice hit balls to center field. One dropped right in front of Crott. That one carries a little bit, and Gage Crott settles under it, makes the easy catch for the first out. Marcos Cabranes, the catcher, now up to the plate. Cabranes saw him at second base for the first game of this series on Friday. And then we saw him also there in the same exact spot in game 1 of the doubleheader yesterday. He's been catching the last 2 games where he's at right now. He comes up to the dish. Guy on first, leadoff single, Lance Schaff trying to make sure that he can go quickly after that first pitch single. He misses outside for ball 1. Cabranes in this series has been pretty decent at the plate, but you can't say the same about him on the field right now. At second base, he was not very good in the first 2 games. Sliding behind the dish yesterday, he was pretty solid for the Sodbusters team. 1-0 count. That one skied high in the air down the third baseline. Soto going over in foul territory, going to settle right by the bullpen, and he can't make the catch. It's off the heel of the mitt. Christian Soto can't make the catch. And it's going to go 1-1. error on Christian Soto's going to keep this one alive. That one was in his glove, goes off the heel. He had a lot of room to make that catch. Could not finish it out. Count goes 1-1, and Marcos Cabrera's caught a break right there. He gets to see more pitches. Breaking ball finds the outside from Schaff. That was a nice curveball on that one, and the count goes 1-2. Josh Henwood going to be behind the dish today. He was behind the dish in game 1 of the doubleheader. We saw a very tight strike zone, so I have to see what he brings today. That was a nice pitch from Schaff, found the zone. Kelly McNary is going to be in the field as Schaff with the 1-2 in the dirt. That one gets away from Seminar. Runner takes off, no throw, as that one just bounced in front of him in the infield. Schaff pats his chest a little bit right there, but it's going to be a stolen bag for Kyle Hiltbrand. He's in scoring position. A stolen base from Hiltbrand as Seminara kept that one in front of him, but that one bounced right at the plate and just got up on the chest protector, got away from him, and awards Hiltbrand the stolen bag, now in scoring position early for Marcos Cabrera's. Breaking the ball, chopped over to third. Reyes is going to take care of it at short. Throw cross diamond a little high. Van Atten reaches up, takes care of it. Looked like Christian Soto's going to veer over to his left to try to take it. Reyes calls him off, charges into the grass, takes care of Cabrera's at first, but now 90 feet away is the go-ahead run, but 2 away. Nick Jones, the DH in all 3 games the Sodbusters have played so far. He's going to go into the field. He mans first base in the cleanup spot today for the Sodbusters. He's been one of the best batters in this lineup, and now with a chance to make it 1-0 early. That one outside in the dirt in the right-hand batter's box. Seminara blocks. That one keeps in front of him. Runner retracts back to third base. The 1-0 count. Anthony Chavez, the third baseman, he moves up from the 7th spot where he's been every game since Sodbusters got here. He moves up to the 5 after a monstrous offensive performance yesterday, going 2 for 3. With multiple RBIs. That one again in the batter's box, and oh my, the athleticism from Seminar on that breaking ball. Keeps that one in front of him, keeping the run at third. The value of having a catcher who can build a wall behind the dish. Ben Seminara showing his value right there behind the plate. It's a 2-0 count on 2 pitches that could have scored the run from third. But now Schaff's got to fight back. Finds a zone on that one. Count goes 2-1. Hiltbrand at third has a nice lead, and he's getting ready to take off if this ball gives Seminara any trouble. Sodbusters looking for an early lead in this one, trying to at least get 1 on the weekend. That one finds a zone again at the knees. No swing from Jones on the last 2 fastballs. Count goes 2-2 away. Schaff claws back on the 2-0 hole. Now with a chance to get through this inning. 2-2 count for Lance Schaff to lefty. Nick Jones, the runner on third. Bring the ball again in the box. Did not bite at it. Seminara, the athleticism, keeps in front of him. Now a full count. Gotta expect possibly a fastball right here, as every breaking ball has been low in a way that just has not A, got a bite, or B, been anywhere close to warrant a swing from Jones. Payoff pitch from Schaff, trying to get out of this one to the 4th batter of the inning. That one's going to be lined in the left field down the line. If it's fair, it's an RBI, and that one's going to be foul. By maybe a foot at most, and Lance Schaff, a sigh of relief on the mound as that one off the edge of the bat went opposite field. And that one was close, but yes, no cigar on that. Full count remains once again. Payoff pitch again from Lance Schaff, trying to get to the 4th batter of the inning. Go ahead, run early, and it's on third. Here's the payoff pitch from Schaff. That one's skied high in the air once again in the left field line. This one, no doubt about it, it's going to be foul. We'll get another full count pitch to Jones. The lefty, Schaff and the lefty Jones going at it right here. Not wanting to give, Jones not wanting to go on early. Schaff not giving in and not at all missing the zone so far. We'll see what he does here. That one's going to be low in the dirt. Seminara scoops it up. It's going to be a walk. Runner stays at third. And it's going to bring up Anthony Chavez, who had himself a night yesterday in Game 2 of the doubleheader. He had a single. He had a double. He had a pair of RBIs. He had a sac fly. And then with the bases juiced, the tying run at the plate against Gunnar Thompson, he had a deep fly ball to left center field that off the bat looked like it had a chance if it could have caught a little bit of wind. But Daniel Thiessen was able to track it down and make the catch in the gap. And the Sasquatch are able to hold on for the win. A little bit of a scare there with Chavez. We'll see what he can do here if he can get another RBI in the last 24 hours. Skies off the first pitch, foul behind the backstop. Schaff up early now. I think this may be the first hitter he's gone up on As fell behind to Frank, got the fly out. Fell behind to Cabranes, got the fly out. As that pitch is going to be skied into the backstop again. 0-2 now. This is definitely the first 0-2 count he's had now in a hefty pitcher's count. We'll see if maybe he tries to drop a breaking ball on the outside of the plate and get a backwards K to end this inning on Chavez, or potentially try that slider again and try to get in the swing at a back foot one. Runners on the corners, 0-2 count with 2 away. Go ahead, run 90 feet away at third after Kyle Hiltbrand's leadoff single. That's where he remains. And Anthony Chavez trying to make sure he comes across the plate. 0-2 from Schaff. Here's the pitch. That one's upstairs and away. Count goes 1-2. An 0-2 heater, but that one just could not get the zone. A little bit too high. Seminar popped up, and it's going to be a 1-2. Cale Jensen was in the 9-hole every game for this Sodbusters team. He's on deck now in the 6th spot after having a nice offensive night early in this series. Breaking ball misses high and away. Count evens up at 2-2. After 2 straight pitches miss upstairs. Schaff's got to come back here. Wants to avoid getting in a full count and getting in a payoff where the bases could get juiced. See what he brings here with a 2-2 with 2 away, trying to get through this inning with no run scathed, but one is 90 feet away. Anthony Chavez trying to get an early lead outside and away on the fastball. Count goes full. The 0-2 starts now to a payoff pitch from Schaff with runners at the corners. Potential to load the bases for Cale Jensen, who has had himself a series offensively, a pair of extra base knocks and a pair of RBIs. We'll see if Schaff can avoid getting to him right here. Payoff pitch to Anthony Chavez right here. Schaff settles to the waist. Here's the payoff. Up and in, and it's going to be bases juiced. 2 straight, 2 out walks. That one an 0-2 count that turns in to 4 straight balls upstairs. All miss at the letters, and bases are juiced early for Cale Jensen, who has had himself a series. Had a monster 2 RBI double yesterday to tie the game up into right field. And earlier in Game 1 on Friday, had an absolute moonshot of a home run on Oliver Wilson that ended his night. We'll have to see what Lance Schaff can do here on Cale Jensen, the left fielder. Now the 6th spot in the lineup with the 7th spot, Zach Vitale up on deck. The Sodbusters had 2 away with 1 on, and they have got some damage with 2 straight walks. That one at the letters, Seminar trying to pull it down. It misses. It's a 1-0 count. A jam early on for the Montana State Billings left-hander trying to get out of this little jam he's put himself in. Delivers strike 1 on that one. Count goes even at 1s. Went up 0-2 with the last batter. Thought he was 1 pitch away from getting it, but 4 straight pitches missed upstairs. A couple breaking balls got away from him. Ended up being an 0-2 count that turned into a full count walk. Now we'll see what he can bring on the 1-1 to Cale Jensen. Donkey swung out high in the air in the left center gap. Vorwald going over. Should be an easy play for him in left, and it is. Bases juiced, a little bit of a scare with 2 2-out walks, but Lance Schaff gets out of it with a 0. We go to the bottom half of the first inning. It's Vorwald, Bachman, and Nolan Ackerman. The 1-2-3 due up for the Sasquatch.
Jet Rogers at Peak Family Chiropractic and Sports Performance.
We all take different paths in life. That's why we utilize multiple different treatments here at Peak. Our main treatment is our high-level chiropractic adjustment, but we also emphasize the use of cupping, scraping, vibration massage, trigger point therapy, and active care to promote movement, strength, mobility, and most of all, pain relief. Why travel to multiple locations when you can have total wellness under one roof? Stop in today and let's get you to your peak.
Trey Vorwald, the top of the order, due up for the Sasquatch after a little bit of trouble, but ultimately a 0 indeed in the top half of the first. The bases were juiced with 2 away after 2 straight 2-out walks. Cale Jensen flew out to left field. Trey Vorwald took care of it, and now he leads off here offensively. It's Vorwald, Bachman, Ackerman due up for the Sasquatch to face the starting pitcher for the Sodbusters today. It's Braden Anderson. First pitch is going to hit Vorwald, and early on a base runner, adding on to the hit by pitch column for the Sasquatch. First pitch got in on Vorwald, and now 1 pitch in, a leadoff base runner for Ryan Bachman. 2, 3, 4, now Bachman, Ackerman, Van Atten due up for the Sasquatch. We go defensively for this Sodbusters team in game 4 of the weekend. On the mound, Braden Anderson taking the bump after 1 pitch at the base runner. Trying not to do that again, I hope, after least. Marcos Cabreras behind the dish again. The infield the same as always. Same as yesterday, Chavez, Printer on the left side, Vital, and Jones now manning first base as strike 1 to Bachman low. Go to the outfield. It is the same as always on the left and center. It's Cale Jensen, Engage Frank, and then in right, a new name. It's going to be Lane Shires. 0-1 to Ryan Bachman, who had himself a pretty nice day yesterday, looking to continue his recent hot streak at the plate. Watches that breaking ball go low and away for strike 2. An 0-2 hold to Ryan Bachman in this one. Trey Vorwald standing on first. Got a lot of speed. We've seen him exhibit that speed all year in the base paths and recently in the outfield. We'll see if potentially Jarrett Hunt sends him here, try to get a runner in scoring position early. 0-2 to Bachman. Here's the pitch from Anderson. That one upstairs. Tried to bring it down with Cabreras. Just missed at the letters. Count goes 1-2, a good 0-2 lead from the Sasquatch second baseman. A big spot for the Sasquatch after that scary but ultimately a 0 in the top half to get off to an early lead once again. Vorwald still on first, 1-2 to Bachman. Wave and a miss at that one on the outside. Ryan Bachman goes down on 4 pitches after the first pitch hit Vorwald, gave him a free 90. Comes back and a pretty good AB from Braden Anderson on the mound to Ryan Bachman, 1 away. Brings up the catcher from yesterday in his season debut with the Sasquatch. It's Nolan Ackerman. He's sliding into right field here and batting third. He was pretty good yesterday behind the dish. Had that play sliding back towards the backstop as a catcher and caught the runner at third. That ultimately looked like it changed all the momentum of that game. He's going to chop the one weakly over to third. Chavez goes to second. The throw over Vital's head into right field. Another infield error trying to turn a double play for the Sodbusters. That's happened at least 4 times this weekend already. It's an E5 on the play. Vorwald reaches second, and Ackerman, after should have been a nice 5-4-3, it's going to be 1 away for DJ Van Atten with 2 on base. Van Atten left the yard with a big 3-run shot yesterday directly after an error happened like that for Josh Printer at second. We'll see if he can keep history going and do the same exact thing right here. Runners on first and second for Van Atten. He takes strike 1 low and away on the heater. For Anderson, since hitting Vorwald, he has been pretty good on the mound at that strikeout on Bachman. Got a weak ground ball in the first pitch to Ackerman. His infield just has not been able to do anything so far. With an 0-1 to Van Atten. Skies one high in the air in a foul territory. Cabreras going over towards the dugout. Will he run out of room? He will not. DJ Van Atten flies out to Marcos Cabreras beyond the plate. 2 away. Got way under that one, but now still a runner in scoring position and 2 on, but now 2 away. 4. Here we go to Luis Reyes.
Now batting for the Sasquatch, number 9, shortstop, Luigi Reyes.
Luis Reyes up to the dish now. He had himself a day. He was our player of the game in game 2. Now he comes up the 5 spot with a chance to get a run across if he can get one on the outfield for Trey Vorwald standing at second. First pitch high in the air in the right center gap. Giving chase is Frank and Shires. Shires going to come over in shallow right field and make the catch. An error at third from Anthony Chavez. Almost turned the inning-ending double play, but it does not matter. Van Atten and Reyes fly out directly after it for a goose egg in the bottom half of the first. We go to the second, tied at 0.
I want to shout out to the world so they know my sweet baby loves me so. She got me going, yeah, she turns me on. And she loves me, yeah, she loves me. And it blows my mind.
First inning is over. It's 2 goose eggs in the top half and the bottom half of the first for the Sasquatch and Sodbusters respectfully on offense. Brings up Lance Sheff out for his second inning. Oraki phases 7, 8, 9 now in the Sodbuster lineup. It's Zach Vitale leading off here, the second baseman. Josh Printer on deck, and Lane Shires, the right fielder, 9-hole hitter in the hole, the 7, 8, 9 for the Sodbusters. They had the bases loaded in the first inning, but weren't able to come up with anything as that one misses low in the dirt. Seminara flashes a leather on that one, keeps in front of him, and it's a 1-0 early. Bases were juiced in the top half of the first for the Sodbusters offense. It was Cale Jensen, a hot bat to the plate. He was unable to do anything with it as that one skied down the right field line. If it's fair, it's trouble, but that one's going to hook and draw back in to the batting cages. A well-hit ball off the edge of the bat down the right field line. It could have been a little bit of trouble for the right fielder, Nolan Ackerman. If it was fair, it definitely would have been extra bases. A well-hit ball, but that one just kept on drawing. He hits that one back to the backstop on the edge of the bat. Quickly, the 1-0 turns into a 1-2 after 2 foul balls from Zach Vitale. Josh Printer standing on like the shortstop. Lane Shires, the right fielder. He stands in the hole. We'll see if Schaff can get through this second inning pretty swiftly and see if he can propel this offense to get going. That one low and inside in the dirt. Seminar blocks it up. Count goes 2-2. Schaff on the season has been pretty solid for the Sasquatch on the mound. We haven't seen him a ton, but he has been solid when he's gotten a chance. He's looking here to get something going with a 2-2. Get a quick inning would be big for him. That one low. Seminar tried to pick it up out of there and keep it right at the knees. That one does not get the benefit of the doubt for the call. Count goes full. Schaff has appeared 4 times as his 5th appearance, and this is his 16th inning now after the first inning went his way. Line drive in the left field. Vorwald giving chase in the corner. It's at least a single. See if he decides to extend. He elects not to test the arm of Trey Vorwald, and a good choice right there by Zach Vitale at first to keep it a single because he would have been gunned by the cannon Trey Vorwald just unleashed. But it's another leadoff single. Josh Printer up to the plate now, followed by Lane Shires on the top of the order with Kyle Hiltbrand, who has the other single on the night. That's the second hit for the Sodbusters. That one outside. Seminar trying to pull it back in. No luck on that one. Count goes 1-0. Printer yesterday had a not-so-fun night at short defensively and not a really fun night at the plate either. We'll see if he can get himself going as that one's inside. He gets up 2-0 early on Schaff. Have to see what the bullpen plan is for head coach Jared Hunt in this one. Schaff with some early trouble, the pitch count being driven up, definitely. Probably not looking at a late outing from the left-hander. That one finds a zone on the outer half. Schaff fights back with a competent 2-0, a competitive 2-0, and it's 2-1. Vitale on first, a pretty small lead, so Schaff not really paying that much attention. We'll have to see if they elect to test the arm of Ben Seminar eventually, but a 2-1 from Schaff. That one's going to be drilled on the first base line. Van Atten has a little trouble with it. No double play, but he'll get the force out at first. It was drilled off the glove. DJ Van Atten had a chance to turn potentially a 3-6-1, but he's just going to tag first. Runner advances to second. Lane Shires, the beer battery on this Sunday afternoon in Spearfish, South Dakota. Up for the first time this game, the second time all series. We saw him as a pinch hitter and defensive substitution in game 1 on Friday. In his one at-bat, he grounded out to third base. We'll see what he can do here. With a runner in scoring position again for the Sodbusters, he takes strike 1 at the knees. Schaff fighting back with a very competitive first pitch right there after getting the ground out to DJ Van Atten, who's in the perfect spot down the line. If he could have fielded that one cleanly in the glove, it would have definitely been a potential double play. At least got the lead runner. As that breaking ball misses at the letters, Seminar tried to just wait for it and pull it down. Did not fool home plate umpire Josh Henwood. It's a 1-1. Shires now with a big opportunity to get the offense rolling. The right fielder for the Sodbusters team looking for their first early lead. Chops one up the middle. Bachman moves over. Weird bounce, but he corrals it. Throw to first. 2 away, a runner on third again. This is the same script in the first inning. We'll see if Schaff can have a better finish to his inning than he did in the first, where he walked the next 2 batters and gave everyone a scare here at Black Hills Energy Stadium. Brings up Kyle Hiltbrand, the DH today in the leadoff spot. He singled and was stranded at third base in the first inning. He comes up now with a runner at third base, a chance to get an RBI from the leadoff spot. Swings on now and chops it down the third base line and foul. Soto was given chase, it snagged by the third base coach. and head coach for the Sod Busters over there. It was Joel Schipper. 0-1 count early to Hiltbrand. Gage Frank on deck, right to fly out the center field in his at-bat. We'll see what Hiltbrand can do. He's only seen 2 pitches so far, and every single pitch he's seen now, as he waves at that one, 3 pitches in, and he has waved at every single one except for the first one of the ball game where he singled. 0-2 with a chance to get out of this. The runner on third, still the go-ahead run in a 0-0 deadlock game. That one upstairs, Seminar pops up. It's a 1-2. Schaff hasn't had a lot of success in 0-2 counts in this one. Only 0-2 counts he's had have both turned into walks. We'll see if he can have a better script today with this 1-2 now. Wave and a miss on the outside. Schaff gets through. It was a leadoff single to end up stranded at third base as Lance Schaff goes 1-2-3 following. We go to the bottom half of the second inning. Sasquatch offense looking to get a run across the board. It's Bailey Bordas in his first home at bat leading off, followed by Gage Trott and Christian Soto. The 6-7-8.
New games every month at the Lodge. We are constantly updating our gaming floor with the latest fun games to keep our guests entertained with new games every month. For the freshest selection of slot machines in town, make the Lodge at Deadwood your gaming destination. The locals' choice for gaming excitement with the newest games is the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort.
Number 22, designated hitter. Welcome back, Bailey Bordas.
Bailey Bordas, the DH today in the 6th spot. He is officially back. He was back in the beginning of the season. His first game was in Pierce, South Dakota against the Zap. He now have a fun night offensively in his last at-bat. Took a fastball right off the hand, broke his thumb, took him out for the rest of the first half. And then on that one, he watched the breaking ball nearly hit him. That would have been pretty nice welcome back for Bailey Bordas when the first pitch hit by pitch, but he's up 1-0 to Braden Anderson. It's 6-7-8 for the Sasquatch. Due up Bordas, Trott, and Soto. Bailey Bordas waves at that one on the outside. It's a 1-1. Yeah, Bordas came back to the dugout in Pier, looked at me and said, hey, I think my thumb is a different size. And, well, it was broken. Out of rehab, he is back. As he watches that one low and away, the heater just missed from Anderson. Bordas ahead 2-1. These are his first home at. This is his first home at bat, and his first chance to welcome back here in Spearfish as one of his last home at bats last year. As he waves at that one. If you remember, he had 4 at bats in the one championship game, and one of the last at bats he had here was walking it off to send the Sasquatch to a playoff game again. Now in a 2-2 count. We'll see what he can do in his return to Spearfish. A high fly ball into left field. Going over is Jensen towards the line. He'll settle under it, and he'll make the catch. Bordas flies out to start the inning in the shallow left field. His first competitive at-bat in a long time since Pier. Ends in a flyout.
Number 11, center fielder, Gage Trott.
Gage Trott up to the plate now. The 7-hole hitter and center fielder. He returns to the outfield in the lineup, and he flies up the first pitch on foul territory on the right field line. Jones giving chase. He's going to run out of room. That's going to go into the Sasquatch bullpen. Trott had a big RBI double against the Big Sticks. He's been pretty solid at the plate, especially as of late. Nice utility player, too, for the Sasquatch. Always seems to be at least somewhere on the bullpen plan for head coach Jared Hunt. He slides into center field today. Watches that one away in the left-hand batter's box. Get by Cabranes behind the dish. Count goes 1-1 to Gage Crott. Christian Soto on deck. And if the Sasquatch offense can get going, the 9-hole hitter and catcher, Ben Seminara, the man from Columbia, in the hole. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get some damage done for the Sasquatch. 1-1 count to Gage Crott. Here's the pitch. Cabranes set up outside, and it was a heater outside. It was too far outside. Count goes 2-1. It's a nice crisp 86 degrees and sunny here in Spearfish. Not a lot of clouds aboard either to keep that brutal sun from absolutely beating on everyone here, but it's a 2-1 count as Crott checks his swing it down in the dirt. They will offer. He did not go. Cabranes won an offer. Doesn't hurt to try. The field umpire, Kelly McNary, does not bite. It's a 3-1. 3-1 to Gage Crott now with a chance to get on with a one-out base runner for the Sasquatch. They stranded 2 runners on last inning after getting a break on a failed double play. Checks his swing on that one in the zone on 3-1. Count goes full. Sasquatch offense looking for an early lead. Once again, they have had in a few times in this series looking to get out and up early on the Sodbusters team, keep the momentum rolling before they head to Casper for a pretty tough and pretty hot Spuds team. Grounds to one foul. Gage Crott stays alive, chops at that one. Just got a piece of it, puts it to the backstop. Payoff pitch from Anderson, now looking for a big second out after Bordas flew out to left. Pretty easy first out. We'll see if he can put down Crott here on the payoff pitch. That one way inside the chalk. Would have definitely been a hit by pitch. Crott gets out of the way. He's got a walk on his night. Gage Crott stands on first. That's a lot of speed on first, too. I mean, would not be shocked at all if we saw Gage Crott take off right now. We'll have to see what he can do at first. Try to get him in scoring position for Christian Soto, the third baseman, 8-hole hitter for the Sasquatch. Has been working a lot of walks himself lately, but now has a runner on trying to get a one-out rally started. Crott looks like he could take off soon. That one outside in the left-hand batter's box. Count goes 1-0, locating the heater on the outside, trying to establish it outside the zone as Anderson hasn't worked a lot this inning so far. Count goes 1-0 to Soto. Crott with a nice lead over at first. We'll see if he tests Yarmer Cabranes behind the dish. Wave and a miss at that one on the outside from Soto. Count goes 1-1. Don't think he wanted that pitch at all, but didn't want to leave it off and take a strike one looking. He waves at it upstairs. Count goes 1-1. Crott still a nice lead over there at first. We'll see if he eventually tries to take off and get in scoring position. Just taking a big lead and a big secondary as Soto chops to one foul down the first base line. It was low. He just put the edge of the bat on it. It goes down the first base line into the netting that protects the Sasquatch dugout. One, two, one away. Gage Crott at first. Christian Soto trying to keep the momentum going after Crott worked the full count walk. Here it is, the 1-2 pitch to Soto. Upstairs at the eyes, he leaves it off. Cabranes pops up. Count goes even at 2-2. Talked to Christian before the game. He's been working a lot of walks. He said he just wants a few pitches to hit. We'll see what he can do here. Fell behind early in a 1-2 hole. We'll see what he does with now 2-2 after that one missed upstairs. Crott takes another half step, and they are going to check. He's getting a little antsy over there at first, getting in the head of Braden Anderson. Maybe that's all he's doing because he's just taking a pretty nice lead, pretty nice secondary lead, but hasn't really looked like he's going to take off yet. 2-2 to Soto. He goes back right to a pretty nice lead, almost to the edge of that curved grass. Soto watches the breaking ball go in for strike 3. 2 away to this one. Ben Seminar, the 9-hole hitter, trying to make do with Gage Crott's one-out walk. A beauty of a breaking ball. Absolutely froze Christian Soto from Braden Anderson. He's trying to have a better night than the other top arm for this Sodbusters team did yesterday, where Dalton Juden had a tough time with 9 earned runs in just over 5 innings. It's Ben Seminar, the 9-hole hitter, with Gage Crott on first. We'll see if he can get something going. Chops to one, foul off the edge of the bat into the Sasquatch dugout. Sasquatch trying to get something. They had Trey Vorwald get hit by a pitch, and then Ackerman ground into that. Should have been 5-4-3. Unable to turn it with Zach Vitale, and we'll have to see if the Sasquatch can capitalize on the one-out walk from Crott. That one upstairs. They're going to throw over to first. That one almost got in to foul territory on the first base line with Crott. Good snag over there at first from Nick Jones as that one throws off from Cabrenas. Almost was an E2 and a free bag for Gage Crott. Nonetheless, count goes 1-1 to Seminara. Crott still with a nice lead, has not showed intention of taking off yet. We'll see if Jarrett Hunt sends him to try to get a runner in scoring position for Ben Seminara. Watches that breaking ball inside at the inside chalk. 2-1 count to the Sasquatch catcher, who had a nice game offensively in Pierre, but hasn't really got going yet at home. We'll see if he can get going right here, a big spot to try to keep the inning going. He's batting just under 270 coming into this series. 2-1 count to Seminara outside on the fastball. Could not get to it. He waves. It's a 2-2 with 2 away. Top of the order set to roll over if Seminara can keep the train rolling and get some more base runners for Trey Vorwald on deck. If not, he'll lead off in the 3rd inning. We'll have to see if he can crack Braden Anderson here. 2-2 with 2 away. Gage Crott a nice lead over there at first still. Takes a big secondary as Seminara fouls that one off the hands. Count remains at 2s. This catcher rotation for the Sasquatch has been pretty good all year. Getting Nolan Ackerman just going to bolster that. Ackerman, Seminara, Weston, and Soto. It's a pretty good 4-catcher kind of rotation. We'll have to see how that kind of plays out as we go into the month of July. July 2nd right now. So far, it's just been a 4-man rotation. We'll see if head coach Jarrett Hunt starts riding the hot bat, as all 4 have pretty good defensive capabilities. 2-2 two-way. They check Crott again. The tag not in time. As third baseman, Anthony Chavez started jogging toward the dugout. I don't know why. That tag was definitely not remotely close. But nonetheless, 2-2 remains. Gage Crott still trying to get in the head of Braden Anderson. See if he can leave a pitch for Ben Seminara to drive. They're going to check him again. That one was closer, but Crott gets back. Checking him a lot over there. Gage Crott could take off with 2 strikes here. And see if possibly it could be ball 3. He can get in scoring position for a full count. We'll have to see. He's doing a great job over there, taking a nice lead and really working and getting in Braden Anderson's head. He will take off. That one's up high. The throw from Cabrenas, a hopper on the backhand. Over the tag from Vital. He got him. It was a bit of an off-the-mark throw from Cabrenas on ball 3, but a good job by Zach Vital to pick that off a hop, go across his body, and get Gage Crott. Seminara will lead off next inning as Crott was caught stealing, and the Sasquatch after 2. The game is 0-0. The Sasquatch have not been able to crack Braden Anderson with a base knock yet.
Replacement? With the area's only ROSA robot, Monument Health offers a more personalized and precise procedure, customized for your anatomy. Get going with Monument Health, your partner for advanced orthopedic care.
We go to the 3rd inning here at Black Hills Energy Stadium, and it has been a pitcher's duel so far. Only 2 combined hits in this ball game, and they have both been from this Sod Busters lineup. It's been Kyle Hiltbrand and Zach Vital, the only 2 players through both lineups that have a base knock. Leading off is going to be Gage Frank, the center fielder. Flew out to center field against Lance Schaff back in the 1st inning for the first out of the ball game, following the leadoff single. Takes strike 1 at the knees. 0-1 count from Schaff early. Breaking ball got him the wave on the outer half of the plate. He sorted him on that one. It's an 0-2. An 0-2 count. Lance Schaff potentially trying to start out this inning just like he ended the 2nd with a K. 0-2, here's the pitch to Gage Frank, the center fielder for the Sodbusters. Chops that one over to third, past the glove of Christian Soto. It's going to be a leadoff single once again for the third inning in a row. Leadoff single just got past the glove of a diving Christian Soto at third, playing really close to the line on the righty Gage Frank. Didn't pull it just as much as he thought he might. And now it's Marcos Cabranes. After Gage Frank gets on, it's 3-4-5. Now Cabranes, Jones, and Chavez due up. A combined 0 for 1 with 2 walks in this 3-4-5. Have to see what they can do now with a leadoff single. Runner's going to take off right away. Breaking ball inside. Throw from Seminars, not even close. It's a stolen base for Gage Frank. And he now is in scoring position in a 1-0 count to Marcos Cabranes. Pitcher was low in the dirt. Seminar to pop up and rush that throw. And rush he did because that thing was on the wrong side of the bag. It two-hopped right there. And now Reyes has to hold Frank over at second. Don't want him trying to take third. Trying to lay down the bunt. Pulls back on that one. Believe he fouled the one off, actually. And now the count goes to the third pitch. As no, he pulled back on that at the 2-0. Wasn't sure as that ball looked like it was veering into the infield grass. Wasn't sure if he has chopped it foul off the dish. It's a 2-0 as he left it off that breaking ball. Low and inside. Schaff catches the zone. And it's a strike 1, 2-1. The corner of the infield playing in right now with Van Atten. Probably expecting a bunt trying to move the runner over for the first run of the ball game. And we've already seen to be potentially a pitcher's duel between Schaff and Braden Anderson. That one's hit high in the air to left field. Vorwald making a beeline. That one's deep. It's off the pole and gone. It's a 2-run shot for Marcos Cabranes. And already it's 2-0 here in the top of the third. Still no outs. The Sodbusters strike early here in Spearfish. It's a 2-run blast and an early lead once again for the Sodbusters. Their first early lead since, well, they had one yesterday, 1-0 in the first, immediately got tied up. The first big lead really since game 1 where they were up 5-0 after 2 innings, and it looked like they were controlling that one. That one fouled off now to Nick Jones, who essentially after that 2-run blast, it clears the bases with no outs, is leading off the inning. It's 4-5-6 now, Jones, Chavez, and Jensen. 0-1, that one high and in, misses. Count goes 1-1 to Nick Jones, who walked and was stranded at second back in the first inning. Anthony Chavez behind him has been a monster at the plate in the last 24 hours. As that one's chopped over to Bachman. Ryan Bachman fields it over at shallow second base. He'll make the play. After the 2-run blast, Nick Jones essentially leading off, has a ground out to second. There's one away. Brings up Anthony Chavez, the third baseman. He walked in his first at-bat with 2 away, was stranded at first after Cale Jensen, the man on deck, flew out to left field of Vorwald. We'll see if this part of the lineup can get going and keep the train rolling. After Gage Frank singled, then Marcos Cabranes turned on one down the left field line and absolutely smoked it. That one grounded over past the third base line, past Christian Soto and fair. Rounding first, going for 2 is Chavez. He'll have a stand-up double here with 1 away, and then another base runner in scoring position once again for the Sodbusters. Soto couldn't get that one down the line, and now it's a 1-out double and another runner in scoring position, a chance for Cale Jensen potentially to make this a 3-0 ball game if he can put this one in fair territory. That's the 5th hit of the ball game for this Sodbusters lineup. They have 5 hits to the Sasquatch 0. Breaking ball finds the bottom half of the zone. Schaff gets up 0-1. Jensen flew out to left field to end the first inning, his last plate appearance, but now the 5th batter of this one, and already 3 have base knocks, a single, a double, and a home run. The only thing the Sodbusters are missing from hitting for the cycle in this inning is a triple. That one low and away in the dirt. Seminara slides over, keeps in front, runner stays to 1-1. Zach Vitale standing on deck. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Josh Printer, if needed, the 8-hole hitter in the hole, excuse me. Cale Jensen, a 1-1 count. Lance Schaff checking the runner. No one holding the runner at second. Breaking ball finds his own on the outer half. Looked like he wanted to take a bite. Left it off with the outer half of the zone established early for Lance Schaff here on this Sunday afternoon. It's 1-2. 1-2 count from the shifty lefty. We'll see what he can do here. Over to Cale Jensen. Breaking ball high in the air in a shallow center field. Croc coming in. Reyes going out. Croc calls him off, makes the catch. Runner stays put. Cale Jensen a weak fly out to center field. And now 2 away, trying to leave this with a minimal 2-run damage in the top of the third. Keegan Weston making a move over to the bullpen, so I have to expect an arm to maybe start getting a little bit loose. And Schaff had a little bit of trouble with the leadoff single, then a home run, and then that 1-out double by Chavez. Now it's going to bring up Zach Vitale for the second time. The last 2 innings he led off in the second inning was part of that 4-batter second inning that Lance Schaff put together. He hits that one high in the air down the right field line. Ackerman going over towards the line. On the run, the diving catch. Did he catch it? And he held on. Nolan Ackerman has made his presence known early in Spearfish, South Dakota. In his first 2 games, 2 phenomenal defensive plays, 1 behind the dish, and then that sliding catch in right to end the top of the third. 2 runs come across. It's 2-0 Sod Busters going to the bottom half. It's 9-1-2 for the Squatch and a 2-0 holding in the bottom half of the third. It's Ben Seminara leading off. He had a full count, but Gage Crowell was caught stealing, so he's going to get another rip at things. Goes to the first pitch, fouls it off. 0-1. It was a 0-0 ball game after 2 innings of play. And then it was an absolute rocket into left field by Marcos Cabranes that broke the game open here in Spearfish. It's 2-0 currently and a 2-0 lead for Anderson as Seminara hits someone high in the air and foul. Got back by the backstop. Levi Graham is getting loose over in the bullpen with some bands. He might be the arm that head coach Jared Hunt turns to in this one. See how far Schaff can go after allowing that 2-run home run. 0-2 count the leadoff hitter Ben Seminara. Fouls that one off again on the outer half, getting a lot of outside fastballs. Braden Anderson really attacking that part of the zone right away here in the third, as he has almost all game here through his 2 innings of work. Pitch 36 of his night, trying to get the first out here of the third inning. Breaking ball, Seminara flies that one high in the air in the infield. Everyone coming in. Chavez calls everyone off, loses his hat, comes all the way to the mound. It was Chavez, Printer, and Vitale all rushing in. Wasn't sure who was going to make the play, but ends up being Anthony Chavez coming over from the hot corner, 1 away.
Now batting for the Sasquatch, number 3, Trey Vorwald.
Trey Vorwald comes up to the plate. The leadoff hitter, Ryan Bachman, follows, and then Nolan Ackerman. It's now the 1-2-3 following that leadoff fly out in the infield by Ben Seminara. Vorwald was hit by the first pitch of the game, stranded at second base in that first inning threat for the Sasquatch. He's going to wave at the first pitch on the lower half of the plate. It's an 0-1 count. That's a nice opening pitch from Braden Anderson in this at-bat. Anderson has been pretty efficient, even after that error by his third baseman to extend the first inning. That didn't phase him. He went 1-2 after that, but that one in the dirt. Count goes 1-1. The only base runners to reach. Vorwald via hit by pitch. Ackerman stood at first due to an error, and Gage got walked, so no base hits so far for the Squatch. Trying to find any answer they can. Vorwald skies the one in the foul territory on first base line. Jones giving chase towards the fence. Does he have room? He does not. It's going to land just near the Squatch box and take a one-hopper in to the general admission bleachers over down the first base line. It's 1-2 to Vorwald. Ryan Bachman standing on deck. The top of the order trying to get something started with one away. Gage Crott walked with one away in the second inning. We'll see if Vorwald can keep the one out base runner going. That one fouls off. It's 1-2 remaining. Trey Vorwald has been spectacular in left field and center field yesterday during the doubleheader, and he's been also pretty darn good at the plate all year, and especially in this series. See if he can get going right here and get his first base knock of the game. 1-2 count to Vorwald. Anderson looking for a big first out. Line drive down the third base line. It's fair past the glove of Chavez. Vorwald going to round first. He's going for two. Slipped a little bit, but he's going to be into second, sliding in for a one-out double. Trey Vorwald. Trey Vorwald, what a display. Rips that one down the third base line. Was almost another barrel by the Sasquatch that gets absolutely robbed by a glove in the infield, but Anthony Chavez can't get to it in time down the line. Ryan Bachman now the chance to at least chip away with this one, with Vorwald standing on second for the second time today. Ryan Bachman up to the plate. He struck out swinging for the first out of this one. We'll see what he can do now with a runner on second. Checks his swing on that one low. They'll say he went around. Strike one. Bachman, Ackerman, Van Atten now due up. 2-3-4 if the Sasquatch can keep this thing rolling. Vorwald trying to get a little momentum. He got the first hit of the ball game for the Sasquatch. We'll see if it's contagious right here to Bachman. That one on the lower half, the breaking ball found the zone at the knee. It's a nice pitch from Anderson, settling in well following that double right there to Vorwald. That's a nice pitch to bring in on an 0-1. Bachman did not want it at all, and it's a close one at the knees, but gets the call from Josh Henwood. 0-2 to Ryan Bachman, setting up outside as Cabrenas. Here's the pitch. That one in the left-hand batter's box. Bachman leaves off the heater on the outside, looking for a backwards K for his third strikeout of the night was Anderson. Bachman leaves off. It's 1-2. It was a 1-2 count to Vorwald before he ripped the double on the third baseline. We'll see what Bachman can do here. Cabrenas back to his normal spot right behind the dish. We'll see what Anderson brings here on the 1-2 again to Bachman. That one low in the dirt. Cabrenas scoops it up. Thought about going back to second. Vorwald had a nice lead over there. Count goes 2-2. Ryan Bachman looking to do a job here and potentially at least extend this inning, trying to get on any way he can for Nolan Ackerman and DJ Van Atten, the 3-4 right behind him. 2-2 now. Cabrenas not setting up outside, so don't think we're going to get an outside fastball right here as Anderson's going to step off. He wants to reset before this 2-2 pitch to the Sasquatch second baseman.
Ryan Bachman.
2-2 to Ryan Bachman now, the Sasquatch second baseman looking to do something after that Trey Vorwald one out doubled on the third baseline. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Anderson. Ryan Bachman trying to just do a job here. Waves at that breaking ball low. He goes down swinging for the second time tonight. That is the third strikeout of the night from Braden Anderson. Two of them coming to Ryan Bachman. A chance for Braden Anderson to recover after that one-out double. Now Nolan Ackerman comes to the plate, reached on an error by Anthony Chavez over at third, and what should have been a 5-4-3 double play to end the first inning. But Braden Anderson recovered well. Now Ackerman with a chance to get his first Sasquatch RBI. That one low for a ball at the knees. It's a 1-0 count. Ackerman made that beautiful sliding play down near the right field line to end a little bit of a pretty nice third inning for the Sodbusters. Ended the threat at just 2. We'll see if he can do something offensively. He takes that heater outside for a strike. Seemed like that outside fastball has really been the emphasis for this Sodbusters team all series, and Braden Anderson going right back to it in this one. He's been pretty spectacular all year. Been pretty solid today as well through 2 2/3. Only one hit in that Trey Vorwald's double. Nolan Ackerman trying to extend the inning here. He's in a 1-1 with Anderson. That one gets inside. Hits him on the left leg. Brings up DJ Van Atten now. Innings going to extend even more. It is a threat here in Spearfish again. DJ Van Atten to the plate now. Runners on first and second following Nolan Ackerman getting struck by a pitch on the left leg. And now a chance for the Sasquatch to chip away even more. DJ Van Atten to the plate now, looking to get his first hit of the ball game. He homered yesterday in game 2. Flew out in foul territory to Marcos Cabrenas in his first at-bat for the second out of inning number 1. Big spot for DJ Van Aden right here, trying to get going for the Squatch and get some offense rolling. Takes ball one high and away on the fastball. Every single fastball that Braden Anderson throws seems to just go high and away, or at least chest level, or waist level, and away. He does not want to leave anything inside, especially after DJ Van Aden turned on an inside fastball yesterday. 1-0 count to Van Aden. Get the pitch he likes. High in the air into right center field. Shire's going over. Frank calls him off in the right center gap. Makes the catch. 2 runners stranded. It's a 2-0 ball game after 3 innings of play in favor of the visiting Sodbusters.
All going somewhere. Going higher, faster, farther. Going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
We go to the 4th. It's a 2-0 ball game in favor of the Sodbusters. They broke this one open in the top of the 3rd with a 2-run blast by Marcos Cabrenas. 2 runners were stranded for the Sasquatch. Vorwald with the 1 hit of the game for the Squatch with a double. And then Nolan Ackerman getting hit by a pitch, but DJ Van Aden flying out to center field ended that threat. But quickly, a 1-1 count as that breaking ball misses to the leadoff hitter here for the Sodbusters. It's Josh Printer, the shortstop. Lane Shires, the right fielder, in the top of the order, with Kyle Hiltbrand to lead off here in the top of half of the 4th inning. That one's going to be chopped over to Ryan Bachman. Moves over, corrals it, the throw. Easy money from Ryan Bachman. There's 1 away. 1 away here quickly. Lance Schaff trying to make some quick work here. Had a little bit of trouble last inning. There's some bodies in the bullpen getting loose, but now Lance Schaff trying to recover well and get through this 4th inning unscathed and keep his night to pretty respectable, just 2 earned through 4. Brings up Lane Shires, the right fielder. Here's the pitch. He's looking to lay down a bunt. Pulls back at that one. Seminara lost. It looked like it was at least pretty close to the zone. A little bit outside, and it's called for a ball. 1-0 count now to Lane Shires, the beer batter here in Spearfish, South Dakota. Grounded out to Ryan Bachman in his last at-bat for the 2nd out of that big 2nd inning. And that one's flown out to center. Crott, an easy play, and quickly 2 away. Was part of that pretty quick 2nd inning that had potentially big with Zach Vito the leadoff single. Now is part of potentially a quick 1-2-3 for Schaff. He's through 2 hitters, 2 away, with not very many pitches thrown. Kyle Hiltbrand waves at that one outside. He has struck out and singled today. We'll see if Schaff can make him his 3rd victim of the 1-2-3 at the top. The order now: Hiltbrand, Frank, and Cabrenas. 4. The Sodbusters offense here trying to keep the momentum going that Cabrenas started with that home run to break the scoring. Breaking ball finds the zone. Schaff has recovered well after that 2-run home run. Had a little bit of a scare there. Thought this game might be getting into the Sodbusters' hands. And Schaff down in 0-2 looking for another K on his night. That one in the dirt away. Count goes 1-2. Ninth pitch of the inning for Lance Schaff, trying to get through this one pretty efficiently. Here is the 1-2 pitch to Hiltbrand. Wave and a miss. 1-2-3 for Lance Schaff on 9 pitches. He recovers well from giving up 2 in the top half of the 3rd. Goes 9 pitches, 3 up, 3 down, ending it on a waving strike out the chest from Kyle Hiltbrand. Sasquatch trying to get some offense going. It's Reyes, Bordas, and Crott when we come back. Luis Reyes leading off here in the bottom of the fourth. The Sasquatch trying to get something going, at least early enough to at least work the pitch count of Braden Anderson, who has had a pretty spectacular first 3 innings and a pretty efficient first 3 as well. He faces Luis Reyes to start out the fourth, who flew out to right field to end the first inning. He leads off here in the fourth. First pitch, breaking ball inside the chalk. Doesn't get the call. Count goes 1-0. Luis Reyes was our player of the game in Game 2 yesterday, trying to pick up right where he left off here. We'll see what he can do here. Takes that breaking ball. He stood straight up as that one was coming at him. He watched it go and catch the lower inner third. Count goes 1-1. 1-1, Luis Reyes, Bailey Bordas, Gage Trot. It's 5-6-7 due up for the Squatch here in the fourth. As that one's low in the dirt, Cabranes keeps it in front. Does not pull it up at all for the call. Count goes 2-1. 2-1, here is the pitch to Luis Reyes. Looking to start off early, and now it's high in the air down the third base line. It's hooked foul. He got a piece of that one. My goodness, but it's foul. Luis Reyes got a piece of that pitch just in front of it. Now it's 2-2 to the leadoff hitter of the inning. Hits that one sharply up the middle. It's going to get by the glove of Printer to lead off single the second into the ball game for the Squatch. Luis Reyes mans first base. Sharp off the bat, died a little bit in the grass, but gets the job done. It counts the same on the score sheet. It's a leadoff single, and now the Sasquatch have a chance to at least try to chip away with a leadoff single. Bailey Bordas, the DH, now due up for the Squatch. He flew out to left field in his first home at-bat of the season, in the first at-bat since really before in June. In Pier was his last at-bat in early June. Takes ball one outside. 1-0 count to the DH now for the Squatch. After that leadoff single, it's 6-7-8 for the Sasquatch, looking to get the offense rolling. Bordas waves at that one outside. He foul tips in the glove of Cabranes. It's a 1-1. Reyes at first, and you might expect this Sasquatch team. This is a big position with a leadoff base runner. Only 2 hits this game. Anderson's been pretty spectacular. Just try to get him over and at least get one. High in the air into the infield. Looked like it might carry a little bit in the shallow of the outfield, but it stays in the infield, and Printer comes in, makes the catch. Bordas flies out in the infield. Reyes still stands at first for Gage Trot. The first ABs in a long time in the first action. Bailey Bordas the scene. He's put the ball in the air twice. One to left and once in the infield. Now Gage Trot, who walked in the second inning, was caught stealing to end that inning. He's up to the plate. That one way outside. Cabranes pulls the glove crossbody, keeps it in front, and Reyes remains at first. Christian Soto on deck. Ben Seminar, the catcher. He is in the hole at the Sasquatch. 7-8-9 can get going and get this offense moving. Try to chip away to the early Sodbuster lead. 1-0 count to Gage Cront, the center fielder. Swings it down there, gets away from Cabranes. Reyes going to take his bag. Luis Reyes advances on. Don't know if that's considered a wild pitch or a pass ball, to be honest. We're going to call it a pass ball up here in the press box. That was a nice pitch in the dirt. Crott swung at it, maybe. Winded Cabranes a little bit. Results in Reyes in scoring position now with 1 away. Crott could do a job with a hit to the outfield here. We'll see if he can potentially score Reyes in the 1-1. Outside in left-hand batter's box, count goes 2-1. Another outside fastball. This one too far out. Count goes in Crott's favor at 2-1. 7-8-9 for the Squatch here, trying to get something going. Crott is the only person in the 79 to get on base so far in this one, with a walk at the combined 0 for 2 for those three. We'll see if he can continue his night. Chops to one up the middle. What a play by Braden Anderson. Snags that one off a one-hop. Could have been a little trouble for Vital at second, but Braden Anderson takes it himself. Flips it to first for the second out. Reyes goes to third. What a play by Braden Anderson on the mound. My goodness, but now Christian Soto can do a job and chip away into this lead. Luis Reyes 90 feet away. Soto looking for a big RBI for the Squatch offense to get moving before it may be too late. If you get into the bottom half of this game, you might see a little bit of confidence distinguish. Outside, takes strike one. Does not like it, but it's an 0-1 count. The outside of the plate, Josh Henwood's favorite place to call a strike, and he does right there. 0-1 to Christian Soto, who went down looking back in his last plate appearance. Chops to one weekly down the first base line, bounces foul, count goes 0-2. Soto in an 0-2 hole early, trying to capitalize on the Luis Reyes leadoff single up the middle. Since that leadoff single, Braden Anderson has gone 1-2, looking to make it 3. We'll see if Christian Soto can change that right here. Would be big for the Squatch. 0-2, 2 away to Christian Soto, the third baseman in the 8th spot. Upstairs the letters, leaves that one off, count goes 1-2. Ben Seminara standing on deck. He flew out into the infield in his last at-bat. We will see if he gets up to the plate here or if he will lead off in the 5th for his second leadoff at-bat. Soto on the inside, curveball, chops that one foul. There's a nice pitch, almost crossed him up. He gets a piece of it, puts it down the line, foul. Back by the concession stand, count remains 1-2 with 2 away. Christian Soto went down looking on a break him on his last at-bat. We will see what he gets here on the 1-2 from Anderson. That one's low, he chops it. Oh my goodness, down the third base line. Looked like he almost waved at it and went down swinging for his second strike on the night. Just gets a piece of it. That's a nasty pitch from Braden Anderson right there on the 1-2. Count remains. Soto trying to do a job here. 2 away, he's got to get a base knock to score Reyes. We will see with the 1-2 from Anderson. Outside, chops that one down the third base line and fair. This one could be an infield single. Cabranes to throw. It's off the glove. Reyes will come across the score. It's going to be an E2 on Marcos Cabranes. Squatch are on the board. Reyes scores from third. They all count the same in the end. It's a 2-1 ball game. Marcos Cabranes turned around, tried to make the throw in time. He would have had him easily if the throw's on the money, but it's in the base path. Makes Nick Jones reach over in the line of Christian Soto. Goes off his glove into foul territory. Reyes scores easily, and the inning continues. Ben Seminara to the plate. Checks the runner over there at first. No tag, just letting Soto know that he sees him over there. We'll see the first pitch of Seminara now. Soto on first with 2 away. The Squatch have got a lot of breaks in this series from Sodbuster errors. There's another one. That one comes costly with a run attached. Outside, Seminara takes ball 1. Saw an error earlier we thought might be pretty bad for the Sodbusters team. It was an error by Anthony Chavez at third, trying to turn the double play. It should have ended inning. Thought maybe it'd be some danger with the 1 away having 2 runners on, but then Braden Anderson came back quickly with 2 flyouts. Unfortunately, nothing he can do after that error does score a run directly. Now, with a 2-0 count to Ben Seminara, trying to recover well from an error just like he did in the first. 2-0 count to Ben Seminara with a runner on first, trying to extend the inning after the error. That one inside, just missed on the chalk. It's a 3-0. Top of the order, set the rollover with Trey Vorwald, who's got 1 of the 2 hits for the Sasquatch all day with a double down the third base line. We'll see if he can get up to the plate. If Seminara can work this count, it's a 3-0. Takes strike 1 for a 3-1. Anderson trying to claw back from the depths of a 3-0 right here to the Sasquatch 9-hole hitter and catcher Ben Seminara. We'll see what Seminara can do. Now with a 3-1, expect him to take that one to the dirt, and he does. Bat did not leave the shoulder. Ben Seminara takes a 5-pitch walk, and the inning extends. Christian Soto goes to second. And now Trey Vorwald with a chance to tie this game up potentially with a hit to the outfield. He's got a double today. He's also been hit by a pitch. We will see what Trey Vorwald can do here from the leadoff spot with 2 runners on. Top of the order now for the Sasquatch. 2 away, but 2 runners on. It's Vorwald, Bachman, and Ackerman in the hole. If this Sasquatch offense can get rolling here, we will see if they can crack Braden Anderson and get the first earned run across the board. High in the air in the infield. Anthony Chavez settles under it, and that will do it. 2 runners stranded on. 1 comes across due to an error by Marcos Cabranes on a throw down to first. It's a 2-1 ball game heading into the 5th inning. Fifth inning action is a 2-1 ball game. Sasquatch get one back on an error by the Sodbusters catcher. And they trail by one. Lance Schaff back out onto the bump to face the 2-3-4 spot of the Sodbusters lineup. It's Gage Frank, Marcos Cabreras, Nick Jones. The part of the lineup that led off the third. They lead off the fifth. Gave Schaff a little bit of trouble in the third. We'll see how he handles Gage Frank here. Frank singled and Cabreras on deck. Took him yard for the 2 runs that are on the board now. That one's going to be hit over to third. Soto off 2 hops. Cross time and throw on the money. 2 pitches, 1 away. Lance Schaff has 1 out here in the 5th. Brings up Marcos Cabreras with Nick Jones now stepping the on-deck circle. Cabreras hit a 2-run blast to make this a 2-0 game. Right now, his second RBI on that 2-run blast sits at the winning run here in the 5th. Hope it doesn't stand that way. We at least get some more runs between these 2 squads. We'll see what Lance Schaff does here to Cabreras. Breaking ball, bottom half, doesn't get the zone. A good pitch from Schaff on that one. Doesn't get the call. Count goes 1-0. Lance Schaff trying to get through another quick inning after letting up those 2 runs. He goes down 2-0 to Cabreras. Might be sort of pitching around Cabreras right here as maybe that home run still haunting him right now because that was a moonshot. But 2-0. That one going to be hit hard up the middle. Cabreras continues his night. He is now 2 for 3. He had a home run and 2 RBIs. Now he has a 1-out single. Marcos Cabreras has been great tonight for this Sodbusters team in the 3 spot in that heart of the lineup all series, and he's showing up today. He's got 2 base knocks. Nick Jones comes up to Blake, round out the Ryan Bachman in his last plate appearance. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Anthony Chavez steps up to the on-deck circle to the heart of the lineup, giving Schaff a lot of trouble. We'll see if that continues. Jones high in the end of foul territory. Soto going over trying to redeem himself from the first one he dropped. He makes that catch. There's 2 away. Nick Jones flies out into foul territory. Anthony Chavez comes up to the plate now. He doubled in his last plate appearance following that home run from Cabreras. We'll see what he can do here. He's 1 for 1, a double and a walk. Been stranded on base both times he's been up to the plate. We'll see what he does here with the runner on first. 2 away to Lance Schaff. Schaff trying to recover from that 1-out single up the middle by Cabreras. Outside, paints the zone on the outside heater. 4. Strike 1 at an 0-1 count. Schaff working really well since that single. I mean, it just feels like Cabreras has had his number, but no one else in this lineup really being a killer. We'll see what Chavez does here if he also earns that title. Schaff's just going to step off, a really slow step off, just kind of maybe resetting on that one, throws over to first. 0-1 count remains. Chavez steps back in the right-hand batter's box. We do an 0-1 pitch with 2 away to the 5-hole hitter for the Sodbusters. They lead 2-1, a chance to extend it with the Cabreras 1-out single. We'll see if Chavez can extend this inning. That breaking ball upstairs gets away from Seminara, and that one just sailed on Schaff, and it's going to be a runner in scoring position now. Cabreras takes second. Now an RBI opportunity for Anthony Chavez. We'll see what he can do here. He has a runner in scoring position. He doubled in his last plate appearance. If he can do that again, it would be a 3-1 ball game. We shall see what he does with a 1-1 count. Outside and up, gets the zone. It's 1-2. Schaff trying to get out of this one. The 4th batter of the inning, Anthony Chavez with Cale Jensen standing on deck. Jensen 0 for 2. But Chavez is hot in this one. Hot in yesterday's game, too. He had that a heck of a 24 hours at the plate. We'll see if he continues right here in a 1-2 versus Lance Schaff. No one holding the runner at second. Here is the 1-2 pitch from Schaff. Runner's going to take off. That one's waved that in the dirt and missed. The steal attempt does not matter because Lance Schaff gets an inning-ending strikeout on the outside of the plate. 4 batters, 1 single by Cabreras, but does not matter. Schaff takes care of business. We go to the bottom half of the 5th. It is a 1-run game.
All going somewhere, going higher, faster, farther, going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
Squatch with a chance here. Bottom of the fifth inning offense. Braden Anderson's night is done after 4 innings and 1 run not earned going against him with only 2 hits. He was spectacular, in line for the win right now with a 2-1 lead. The bullpen comes out for the Sodbusters in this one. Nico Riera, the freshman from UC Irvine, his second appearance on the year, looking to make it a little bit better than his first. Recorded 1 out, walked 3, let up a handful of runs. Has not had a fun season. We'll see what he can do here. Leading off with Ryan Bachman. It's Ryan Bachman, Nolan Ackerman, and DJ Van Atten. We'll see what the 2-3-4 spot for the Sasquatch can do as Bachman takes strike 1. He has not had a fun game against Braden Anderson, looking to change that against Nico Riera. 0-1 to Bachman. Cabrenas setting up low. Bachman line up at the middle. That one's a grounder past the little printer. Ryan Bachman's got a base knock. Leadoff single once again. We'll see if they can get more than just 1 with that leadoff knock. Nolan Ackerman comes up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Reached on an error in the first inning. Was hit by a pitch in the third. We'll see what he does here after the leadoff single from Ryan Bachman up the middle. The third hit of the ballgame for the Sasquatch, looking to wake up offensively and attack the bullpen for the Sodbusters as strike 1, a fastball low and away. Riera looks like he's throwing a little bit faster than the starting pitcher Anderson for the Sodbusters team. We'll see how the Sasquatch can adjust right away. In the dirt, wave and a miss from Ackerman. Count goes 0-2 quickly. A nasty curveball right there from Riera. And my God, a 2-0 count now after the Ryan Bachman leadoff single. Nico Riera trying to get that big first out. DJ Van Atten standing on deck. Luis Reyes in the hole if needed. Here's the 0-2 to Ackerman. Checks his swing on the low and away fastball. Cabrenas sticks his glove, no call. It's ball 1, 1-2. Looks like nearly the same spot that was called for strike 1 on Ackerman looking was right there, and Cabrenas wanted it so bad he yelled his glove for about 3 seconds right there. No call from Josh Henwood. It's 1-2. Ackerman looking for a big base knock, but he waves at that breaking ball low and away. He goes down 1 away. DJ Van Atten to the plate now. 1 out, Ryan Bachman standing on first.
Now batting for the Sasquatch, first baseman, DJ.
0 for 2 has put the ball in the air twice. once to the right center gap to end the third inning, and once in foul territory. We just got under it, and Marcos Cabreras made the play right before the backstop. Now the chance, the runner on first, trying to capitalize on that leadoff single from Bachman. Takes that one low, gets away from Cabreras. Bachman takes off. The throw's not even going to happen. Ryan Bachman's got a stolen bag. Kept it in front of him was Cabreras at the stolen base from Ryan Bachman. He's in scoring position for DJ Van Atten to knock this thing up. Sasquatch only have 3 hits in this one to the Sodbusters 6, but they remain down 1 with that 1 run standing on second base now. DJ Van Atten with a big opportunity right here. Cabreras set up to leaning a little bit to the outside. We'll see what is brought here from Riera. It's an outside fastball low, and Bachman trots on that wild pitch. He's 90 feet away. A chance for DJ Van Atten to do a job and tie things up here. Riera having a little bit of control issues right there. There's an outside fastball, but that one bounced about a foot in front of Cabreras. DJ Van, a big opportunity here. He's up 2-0 in the count. Tying run 90 feet away. We'll see if he can do it here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Luis Reyes standing on deck. That one low. It's called for a strike at the knees. A fastball from Riera. A good spot right there. And this one is a 2-1 count now after being 2-0. A big opportunity here for Van Atten in front of the home crowd on this Sunday afternoon. We'll see what he can do. 2-1. Ryan Bachman standing on third. That one in the dirt. Cabreras tried to pull it up and stick it right at the knees. Missed for 3-1 on a lot of low fastballs early on from Riera. Hasn't located them well. Only one called for a strike. 3-1. DJ Van Atten with Luis Reyes on deck. Bailey Bordas in the hole if the Sasquatch get the offense rolling. Here's the pitch. Wave and a miss at that one at the letters. That's a pitch he likes, and he knows he just missed it. Count goes full to DJ Van Atten. DJ Van with a full count, the payoff pitch from Nico Riera trying to get the second out, tying run 90 feet away, infield playing in on the left side. Chops the one down the third baseline and foul wave to the breaking ball is way in front of it. He stays alive. A big spot for DJ Van Atten. Luis Reyes standing on deck if Van Atten A cannot do this, or B, even if he does do it and the inning extends, Luis Reyes will get up to the dish. We'll see if that includes a runner in scoring position or if DJ Van Atten can score Bachman. Infield playing in. Here's the pitch. Payoff to Van Atten. Hits that one foul off the glove of Cabreras. He went down swinging, but a drop third strike. Van Atten's going to go to first. He'll be thrown out, but Ryan Bachman scores. An interesting series of events right there. Ryan Bachman scores. It's tied here at 2. Drop third strike by Marcos Cabreras, and that's going to cost a run. Another one via a not so nice situation for the Sodbusters. It's tied at 2. Luis Reyes comes up with the base pass empty now. He is 1 for 2 with a single. He takes strike 1 at the knees. Pinch hitter on deck for Bailey Bordas. His night's done if they're going 0 for 2 with 2 weak flyouts. It's going to be Seth Nelson coming off the bench. The off day didn't really last long for Seth Nelson in a close game. He is going to be on deck to take some hacks. He has had the Sodbusters number, and head coach Sherrod Hunt wants him to take rips, it looks like. We'll see if Reyes can get on base and give Nelson a chance to extend the inning. If not, he is set to lead off if he stays in that DH spot. 1-1 count to Reyes. That one's upstairs and called for a strike. The outside fastball gets the second strike of the at-bat to Reyes. Looking to continue after Ryan Bachman scored to tie this game on one of the oddest ways we can imagine, a drop third strike that went to the backstop. 1-2 to Reyes. Here's the pitch from Riera. That one low and away in the left-hand batter's box. The breaking ball. Reyes leaves off. 2-2 now with 2 away to the Sasquatch shortstop looking for his second base knock of the night. Would be a huge spot for Reyes to keep the offense going. They have won the last 2 bottom half innings. We'll see if he can do it right here. Outer third on the breaking ball. Cabreras held it, but no call. It's 3-2 away. Inning could extend, or Reyes could go back, and the Sasquatch defense has to come out. But now the tie game. We'll see if Reyes can extend the inning here. The payoff pitch coming from Nico Riera. Reyes high in the air into foul territory. Cabrena's coming back to the backstop. He's going to run out of room. This one's going to land on the concourse. And another full count pitch going to be coming up to Luis Reyes. He stays alive on that one. Was well into the concourse. Cabrenas thought he might have a chance out the bat. He hopped up quickly. The mask came off, but he had no chance. It's a full count pitch with 2 away again to Luis Reyes. Singleton came around to score the first run of the ball game on the error from Cabrenas. Here's the pitch to Reyes. Checks his swing at that one in the dirt. They offer, and he went. Strikes out, swinging then the inning, and that will do it. 1 run comes across on a drop third strike. This game is tied. Nico Riera, 3 strikeouts in the bottom half of the 5th. Levi Graham takes the mound here to start the 6th inning in a brand new ball game. It's knotted at 2. Levi Graham's going to get the 6, 7, 8 spot of the lineup here to start this one. We will see what he does out of the bullpen. Levi Graham just committed to Southern Nazarene University, transferring to a D2 school where Oliver Wilson, Kobe Garrell, and DJ Van Atten played at last spring. First pitch can be called for a ball to the leadoff hitter. That is Cale Jensen. Jensen on the left-hand batter's box. He's looking to get his night going. Skies one high in the air to right field. Chases Vint Ackerman. That one at the wall, and it's gone. The second pitch of Levi Graham's night. They just tie it up in the bottom half of the 5th. It's gone. 3-2 lead for the Sodbusters. Cale Jensen goes yard for the 2nd time in the series. Well, that was quick. This game was tied up on a drop third strike, one of the weirdest runs to come tie a game we've ever seen, and that one leaves. Quickly, Levi Graham's got a run given up on the night.
Now batting for the Sodbusters, second baseman, Zach Beadle.
Zach Beadle comes up to the plate now. He's basically leading off the inning after the leadoff solo shot from Jensen that gave the Sodbusters the lead. That one in the dirt for ball 1 from Graham. Levi Graham trying to recover after that one. Drops that one low and away for a strike. A nice fastball on the outside of the plate. It's a 3-2 lead quickly for the Sodbusters. There's action in the bullpen already. It looks like Jack Sutton's getting up and throwing. We'll see how Graham can get out of this 6th inning with just that 1 run given up. That one's going to be chopped foul off the leg of Vital. It's another strike in this one. It is a 2-strike count. 7, 8, 9 now do Vital, Brenner, and Shires. It's a 1-2 from Graham. Here is the pitch. In the dirt, count goes 2-2. And here we go. 2-2 count now with Levi Graham to Zach Vital trying to recover after that leadoff home run. Vital 1 for 2 with a fly out to right and a single. In the dirt, that one bounces away from Seminar. Count goes full. Full count to the second batter of the inning. Zach Vital won't have to see. It's a close game. I don't know how much longer you let him go if he can't locate for a strike. Already let up a run with a leadoff home run in the second pitch of his night. This is a big out to get if you're Levi Graham to get some confidence both in your mind and in head coach Jared Hunt's. Chopped on the third baseline. Soto can't make the play. It's going to be an E5. Going to second is going to be Vital. The throw from Vorwald's not going to be in time. An error on the Sasquatch, and now another runner in scoring position. The fourth error of the game between the teams. The second for the Sasquatch. Christian Soto couldn't get it on a hop on the backhand. Just went right through him at third. Runner in scoring position. Levi Graham trying to recover. Got a ground ball to third, but the defense couldn't take care of it. Josh Printer comes up. No outs and a runner on second. Van Atten playing in at first. That one's going to be flown high in the air in the foul territory. Graham up 0-1 early in this one. Levi Graham just trying to get an out here. Thought he had one right there. The ground ball to third. Christian Soto couldn't make the play. 0-1 count now, though, to Josh Printer, who's 0 for 2 on his night. He's put the ball on the ground twice. Takes a strike outside. A nice breaking ball from Graham. Gets up 0-2. Looking for that crucial first out. It's Printer. Shires on the top of the order with Hiltbrand due up against Graham with a runner on second. Here's the 0-2 from Levi Graham. Bachman backs off the runner at second. Swing and miss it down in the dirt. A 3-pitch strikeout. Graham's got the first out of the night, trying to recover after that leadoff home run, and then an error that allowed a runner to stand at second base.
Now batting for the Sodbusters, right fielder, the beer batter, Lane Shires.
Lane Shires comes up to the plate. He's grounded out to the right side of the infield and flown out to center field. The Gage crowd. We'll see what he does here with one away and a runner on second for the second run of the inning if he can get him by. Tries to lay down a bunt, that one upstairs and away. He pulls back. It's ball one to Lane Shires. That one a little bit high. Shires and Hiltbrand now due up on deck. Hiltbrand 1 for 3. He had a single to lead off this game, has then struck out twice to Lance Schaff, whose night was done after 5. 1-0 count to Lane Shires. Here's the pitch from Graham. Bachman backs off the runner at second. Big swing and miss at that one low. Foul tipped it, into the glove of Ben Seminar. It's a 1-1 count. The beer batter here in Spearfish, he has put the ball in play both times. No cheap beer for fans here yet, but a 1-1 count. Graham could deliver that here. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a wave at that one outside, and it's going to be a 1-2 again with one away. Here we go, trying to get the second strikeout in a row. Levi Graham settling in decently nice after that leadoff home run. Ground ball to third. Should have been potentially out with Christian Soto at third, but it got by. That's a runner on second. 1-2, there's the pitch. That one's outside and just hit chopped at. Foul, stays alive, almost made a fool of him leaning across the plate for another K. 1-2 with one away again to Lane Shires. He's over 2 on his night, trying to avoid the second straight strikeout. Levi Graham trying to get a big second out of his inning. Here is the pitch. 1-2 to Lane Shires. Wave that in the dirt. Levi Graham has got 2 straight strikeouts to his night following that leadoff home run, and we'll see what he can do now at the top of the order, due up. Kyle Hiltbrand due up to the plate. He struck out in his last 2 plate appearances, started the game with a single. He was stranded at third in the first inning. We'll see what he can do here. First pitch skies high in the air in the shallow territory on the left field line. Vorwald's speed can't get all the way over there. That one hits off the top of the fence back into play. It's strike 1. Very rarely do we see a ball hit down the left field line in the foul territory that Trey Vorwald can't track down. But that one, he almost didn't even have an opportunity as that one off the top of the fence. Count goes 0-1 to Hiltbrand. 0-1 count to the right field, to the DH, Kyle Hiltbrand. Here's the pitch from Graham. Outside, that one just missed on the outside chalk. Count goes 1-1. Gage Frank on deck, and Marcos Cabrera's the man who's had a huge offensive day. He stands in the hole if Hiltbrand can keep this offensive train rolling and get more than 1 across here in the top of the 6th. Bachman backs off the runner. Here's the 1-1. That one's chopped high in the air in the infield. Van Atten calls off everybody. He settles under it. Leadoff home run, and then the error that scared everyone that allowed a runner to get on second. But Graham goes 1-2-3 after that. 1 run comes across. The lead is back in the visiting dugout. It's 3-2 Sodbusters. New pitcher for the Sod Busters here with a 3-2 lead now. Leadoff hitter's going to be Seth Nelson, the DH, his first knocks of the game. He comes in to lead off the inning at 6-7-8. Nelson, Crott, Soto. Christian Soto's night is going to be done. It's going to be Chaz Crook taking over third base and batting eighth. He has a bat in his hands. Nelson leading off against the new pitcher for the Sodbusters. Fouls off the first pitch. The new pitcher is going to be Caden Kusela out of the bullpen. We saw him yesterday in the doubleheader. He comes in after one solid inning from Nico Riera. Nelson with an 0-1 watches that one go at the feet. A back foot slider he lays off. Count goes 1-1 to Seth Nelson. He has had this team's number. He was hot yesterday in the doubleheader. He finished his day 6 for 7 with 8 RBIs and 2 extra base knocks. We'll see if he can continue his hot streak right here, but gets up 2-1 as that one's way outside. Jack Sutton getting warm in the bullpen. Expect to maybe see him next inning. Seth Nelson watches that one again at the back foot, gets up 3-1. First pitch he fouled off on a competitive first pitch from Caden Kusela, and since then has not got a pitch even close to hit. 2 at the back foot and 1 all the way in the right-hand batter's box. 3-1 to the leadoff hitter, Seth Nelson. That one at the letters, called for a strike. He can't believe it. I honestly can't believe it either. That's called for a strike. That one was high. It was close. A little bit high, but a full count to Seth Nelson. There's no way that is called a strike, high and inside. But here we go. It's 3-2 to Seth Nelson. He hits that one on the ground over to second. Vital steps in, makes the play. Seth Nelson robbed of a walk. He's out to lead off the inning. Gage Crock comes up to the plate. The center fielder is 0 for 1 with a walk. Grounded out to Braden Anderson back in the 4th of the second out of that inning. And the Sasquatch looking to get something to go here as that breaking ball back foot on Crott. Front door slider does not find the zone. It's a 1-0. 1-0 count the Gage Crott. Chaz Crook standing on deck. He will get his first hacks of the game as that one misses low again. Crook is going to take over for Christian Soto in this one, as Soto has not had a fun night at all. And we'll see if he has a base runner on as Crott waves at the 2-0. It's a 2-1. Sasquatch trying to get that lead right back or at least tie it here. They only have 3 hits on the night. They not have an earned run or an RBI on their night. Both runs coming from an error by Marcos Cabrenas and then a drop third strike from Marcos Cabrenas. 3-1 count to Crott as that one missed low. Looking for another 1-out walk. He waves at that one. Count goes full. He had a 1-out walk back in the second, but now with a full count, we'll see what he can do here with 1 away. Grounded out back to the mound in his last plate appearance. We'll see what Crott can do here in his third. Payoff pitch, hits that one over to second. Vital off a hop on the forehand. He makes the throw. There's 2 away. 2 ground outs to second base, and quickly 2 down here against Caden Kusela, making quick work, but now faces Chaz Crook in his first rips of the ball game.
Attention fans, pinch hitting, number 35, Chaz Crook.
Chaz Crook gonna pinch hit for the Sasquatch here. He comes up with 2 away in the bottom half of the 6th. The Sasquatch trailing 3-2, looking for a 2-out rally to potentially start. He waves at the first pitch in the dirt. Goes through it, strike 1. Standing on deck going to be another pinch hitter for Seminara if Crook can get on. It looks like it's going to be Joey Legg as that one's away for a ball 1-1-1. Joey Legg on deck, so we'll have to see if Seminara goes out defensively if Legg does not get a chance to go up. That breaking ball low and inside. Tried to get the call as Cabrenas, but that one really close to the foot of Chaz Crook. It's called ball 2. Sutton getting warm in the pen. I'd expect that he's going to come out in the top of the 7th for the Squatch in this close 3-2 game, looking for their 4th straight victory on the weekend. Crook fouls that one off the home plate umpire, Josh Henwood. That one has to sting a little bit. He looks unfazed after that one just clipped him on the way back. It's a 2-2 count with 2 away to Chaz Crook. Crook in his first at-bat has a 2-2 count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. That one up at the head of Crook. He ducks out of the way, And the count goes full. The payoff pitch from Chaz Crook coming right up from Caden Cusella. Here's the payoff pitch to the pinch hitter and new third baseman. He chops that one up in the air. First base side, foul territory, going to make the play, and he does. 1, 2, 3, 2 ground outs and a fly in the foul territory. The Squatch offense quiet in the bottom half of the sixth. We go to the seventh. It's a 3-2 game in favor of the Sodbusters.
Health, we keep going so you can keep going. With advanced orthopedic care, technology, innovations, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner.
Top of the seventh inning here in Spearfish, South Dakota. It's a 3-2 ball game in favor of the Sodbusters. It's been all Sodbusters up to this point. Only 3 runs across. They have 7 hits to the Sasquatch 3. They have been dominating on both ends. Head coach Jared Hunt comes out and brings Jack Sutton out of the bullpen. Nolan Ackerman and Ben Seminar to switch places for this inning. Seminar in right field. Ackerman manning behind the dish where he's probably going to stay in this one. I'd assume that Seminar is going to get pinch hit for to lead off the next inning. Leadoff hitter going to be Gage Frank for Jack Sutton. And he takes the first pitch up the middle for a leadoff single. The first pitch into Sutton's night is going to be a single to Gage Frank. Same exact thing that happened to Lance Schaff, and his first pitch of his night was a leadoff single, and the second pitch of Levi Graham's night was a home run. So Sodbusters attacking first pitches from pitchers on their nights. They continue the trend right there. It is a leadoff single. Chaz Crook also taking over third base. He pinched hit for Christian Soto. He takes over the hot corner again. After Soto had not such a fun night on the defensive side, or really the offensive side, going 0 for 2, reaching on an error with a strikeout. Leadoff single from Frank brings up Marcos Cabrenas. He's out of game. We'll see if Jack Sutton has an answer. Breaking ball outside. Cabrenas 2 for 3. A single, a home run, 2 RBIs. We'll see if Jack Sutton has an answer for the 3 spot in the catcher for this Sodbusters team. He has been spectacular. Sutton drops that one in there for strike 2 with an 0-2 count quickly. Here we go. Jack Sutton trying to retire Marcos Cabrenas for the first time since anyone did in the first inning when Lance Schaff got a ground ball over to Luis Reyes. Nick Jones standing on deck. It's 3-4 now with no outs after the leadoff single from Frank. 0-2, here's the pitch from Sutton. Breaking ball outside. Didn't give him the bite. Ackerman tried to pull it back in. Did not get the call. It's 1-2. There's more bodies throwing on the Sodbusters bullpen. So perhaps Kevin Kusala's done after one night, and the Sodbusters gonna, for one inning, and the Sodbusters gonna elect to just keep on rolling through their bullpen with 1 inning at a time. They lead 3-2 here in the leadoff single. Sutton trying to retire the hottest bat of the day, and Marcos Cabrenas. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one waved that in, chopped, fouled on the first base line all the way over to the Sasquatch bullpen and just over out of the stadium here at Black Hills Energy Stadium. 1-2 count remains from Sutton to Cabrenas, trying to retire the catcher. He's been spectacular all night, but Sutton in an early pitcher's count, the 5th pitch of the at-bat, the 6th pitch of his inning. That one's chopped on the third baseline and foul. Cabrenas fighting off every 2-strike pitch that Sutton throws his way. Count remains 1-2 once again. We saw Joey Legg get up and take some swings in the on-deck circle, so he might lead off the next inning. We'll have to see who leads off, but I have to assume that Ben Seminara, after getting away from the dish, is going to be done heading into the bottom half of the 7th. That one, pickoff attempt low from Sutton. Van Atten, no tag. Frank just slides on back safely. And here we go. 1-2 from Sutton, trying to retire Cabrenas and get the big first out to the leadoff single in the first pitch. Runner takes off. That's going to be swung on a hit and run. Reyes has no play at second. He can't make the play cleanly. The throw over, not in time. It's an E6 from Luis Reyes right there. Looked like a routine ground ball rushing in. Tried to flash the leather a little bit. Now runners on first and second. A nice hit and run would have easily got the runner in scoring position with one away, but Reyes can't make the play. I think he might have thought the quicker he could do it, the quicker he had a play at second to try to get the 6-4-3. But now it brings up Nick Jones, who's over 2, looking for his first base hit of the night. He has a walk, looking to lay down a bunt. Pulls back on that one inside. It gets past Ackerman off the home plate umpire. Runners advance. Went off the home plate umpire, off the batter, and Ackerman just couldn't locate it. Now 2 runners in scoring position with a 1-run lead and a big chance for Nick Jones, Anthony Chavez, and Cale Jensen, the 4, 5, 6 of this lineup. Here we go. They have a big opportunity here. 1-0 count as that one missed inside from Sutton. Infield playing in at all levels, looking to keep the runner over there at third. Here is the 1-0 pitch. Outside, ball 2. Not been the Squatch's night in this one. We'll have to see if they can recover. Jack Sutton now working with a 2-0 count to Nick Jones. Potential to load the bases with no outs if Jones can walk. That one finds the zone up and away. A nice breaking ball finds the upside of the zone. Count goes 2-1. There's a body just throwing around, getting loose, stretching at that in the Sasquatch bullpen. It's David Chase. That one's going to be fouled off. Count goes 2-2. So David Chase getting loose for the Sasquatch. As Jack Sutton's in an early jam trying to get the big first out in this one. Infield is playing in. He's trying to prevent it and keep it at a 1-run game. Now the story of the game for Jack Sutton is minimized. Trying to look for a big first out here in a 2-2 count to Nick Jones. At a 2-strike count to Cabrenas, a lot of the time Cabrenas fought it off, pulling up the middle and reached on an error. We'll see what Jones does here. That one inside just gets out of the way. Count runs full. 1 pitch away from potentially walking the bases loaded with no outs. Would not be an ideal start for Jack Sutton, or a pitch away from getting a big first out. Competitive pitch coming up here from Jack Sutton. Nick Jones going to look to do some damage. Bloop singles are really likely here at the infield playing in. We'll see what Jones can do from the left side. Looking for his first base knock of the night. Could add 2 RBIs to his night as well, alongside that knock on the full count pitch. Chops one up the middle. Reyes making the play on a knee. Keeps the runner at third. Thrower to first in time. Runners stay put, 1 away. And that's why the infield plays in right there. Runner at third had no chance to get home. Reyes held him right there. Makes up a little bit for the error. There's 1 away. Infield still playing in on Anthony Chavez. 1 for 2 with a double and a walk. Been stranded on the base paths both times he's gone on. Has not come around to score in this one. Looking to add some RBIs to his night. Top of the 7th inning in Spearfish, and it got off to a little bit of a rough start. Sutton trying to play minimize damage. Drops strike 1 on the lower half to Chavez. He does not like that one. Steps out to rebalance himself. 0-1 count now, and Anthony Chavez at third baseman, a monster. Double back in the third on Lance Schaff. Struck out in his last plate appearance, though, also to Schaff in the 5th. He's seen a right-handed arm for the first time today. 3 at-bats so far, all to the lefty, Lance Schaff, who started this one out. Breaking ball outside Ackerman, trying to pull it back in. Does not get the call. Count goes 2-0. Or 1-1, excuse me. A little bit of scoreboard malfunction here, Spearfish, South Dakota. It's 1-1 count, not 2-0 to Anthony Chavez. The first pitch of the at-bat was a strike to Chavez. After that one, a ball evens it up a 1-1. That one inside, got a piece, bases are juiced. A force at any plate now, I guess, but Dylan Ritchie's going to come out. See if he's just handing the umpire baseballs. If he wants to have a talk with Jack Sutton, we'll have to see. Jarrett Hunt's going to come out now. He wants to have a talk with Jack Sutton real quick. Bases juiced, 1-run deficit, and 1 away, a chance for a double play ball, but the batter up to the plate is none other than Cale Jensen coming off a moonshot. He's put the ball in the air 3 times, and one of those times it has left the ballpark. It was the leadoff home run in the 6th on the second pitch of Levi Graham's night. He has a chance to blow this one open. If he can put this one in the outfield, potentially score 2, maybe even 3, if it's down a line or deep enough in the gap.
And our $10,000 Grand Slam giveaway contestant tonight, or this afternoon, is Dick Cheddar. He'll have a chance in the bottom of the 8th inning if the Sasquatch hit a Grand Slam. He'll go home with $10,000.
Jarrett Hunt, a quick word to Jack Sutton, the freshman from Augustana University, trying to get out of this little jam he put himself in. Bases loaded, 1 away, and a hot bat of Cale Jensen to the plate. He's 1 for 3, 1 RBI with a solo blast back in the 6th, 1 inning ago. He comes up here with 1 away. Crook and Van Atten playing in. First pitch can be dropped outside, breaking ball for a strike from Sutton. A big second out right here. For Sutton is at the plate with Jensen if he can get it, and if the infield potentially could turn their first double play of the night. We'll have to see what happens here, but an 0-1. That one up and away. Breaking ball gone away from Sutton. He knows it. Count goes 1-1 as that one just missed the zone. Looks like Kobe Garrell getting loose in the bullpen. Could see him in the 8th. Or potentially in this inning if Sutton has a lot of trouble. Here is the 1-1. Swung on high in the air in the right field. Seminara going back. Looks up. It's a grand slam. This game is blown out of proportion. It's 7-2 Sodbusters. Cale Jensen, how are you? He's got 2 blasts. He's got 5 RBIs. He's 2 for 4. My goodness. The Sodbusters lost 3 in a row. They came to the ballpark on this Sunday before heading back to Nebraska, looking for a big 7th win on the year and a first win for them in the second half. And now they lead by 5 here with a grand slam in the top of the 7th inning. My goodness, what a rip from Cale Jensen this game. Looks like it could be starting to dwindle down for the Squatch. Bases are cleared now, still 1 away. Zach Vito takes the first pitch as a strike. He checked his swing. Ilseo's in the zone. It's strike 1. 7, 8, 9 now due up with 1 away here. Zach Vito, Josh Printer, and Lane Shires facing Jack Sutton trying to get out of this one. Strike 2 on that breaking ball outside. It's an 0-2 count now. Just trying to get out of this 7th inning, see if the bats can get going. But now, 7 runs, 9 hits for the Sodbusters. The Sasquatch only able to muster 2 runs, 3 hits, and they have 3 defensive errors that have cost them a lot. Checks the swing on that one. They will offer. He did not go. Count goes to 1-2. Looked like that one was a little close. Ackerman wanted to attest the field umpire, Kelly McNary. Did not get the call. We do have a Squatch Dog Challenge going on here in Spearfish, South Dakota. Crowd gathered over there by that table. As that one outside, froze him on that one. Sutton gets the backwards K for the second out of the inning following the grand slam that blew this game out of proportion. Brings up Josh Printer, the shortstop. 0 for 3 on his night. Has put the ball on the ground twice and went down swinging to Levi Graham back in the 6th. But the last 2 innings, the Sasquatch tied it up in the bottom half of the 5th. In the last 2 innings, it's 5 runs from this Sodbusters offense, and all 5 of them have come off the bat of Cale Jensen. 1-0 count from Sutton. That one waved at and missed low at the knees, It's a 1-1 count on that breaking ball. 1-1 count from Sutton, trying to end this 7th inning and hopefully get the Sasquatch bats rolling. Upstairs and away, count goes to 2-1. 9 outs remaining for the Sasquatch offensively, an offense that has not done practically anything this entire game. We'll have to see if they can wake up here now with a 5-run deficit as Sutton gets a wave and a miss at that one. Count goes 2-2. If the trend continues, this pitch will load the count up at 3-2. Sutton, every time he's thrown a strike, has come back with a ball low. We'll see what he can do. 2-2 count, 2 away with Jack Sutton. Here's the pitch. Wave and a miss outside. 2 strikeouts following the grand slam, but 4 runs come off the bat of Cale Jensen to deep right field to blow this game out of proportion at 7-2. Heading in the bottom of the 7th inning, we will stretch.
When you venture to Spearfish in the Black Hills of South Dakota, you'll find rugged hiking and biking trails, extreme rock climbs, and views that will take your breath away. Plan a Spearfish vacation and come find your adventure. Spearfish, my great place in South Dakota.
Running the bases with Sampson on a Sunday fun day afternoon. Out of the bullpen for the Sodbusters, number 6, Tanner Johnson. Revin is still doing the Sasquatch dog challenge over there. Is he feeling the heat by now? We'll check in with Lauren in a little bit on how he's doing. He's got to the end of the game, but it's not easy. 5 hot dogs, nachos, and finish off with
Bullpen arm for the Sodbusters was warming up in a tie game. He takes the mound. In his first batter is going to be Joey Legg. He takes the mound now. And Tanner Johnson has a 5-run lead to play with. He started getting loose when it was 2-2. 1 run comes across the top of the 6th inning. He doesn't get put in the bottom of the 6th. He gets put in the bottom of the 7th after a Cale Jensen grand slam. And Joey Legg's going to lead off. Joey Legg's going to pinch hit and probably take over the right field duties for the Sasquatch. We'll see what happens here. 9-1-2 due up for the Squatch. Joey Legg looking to get a start for the Sasquatch on Johnson's pitching night on the mound. Takes ball 1. 9 outs remaining. You got to get going now. You got to at least chip away with something right here. That might have been the dagger from Cale Jensen. We'll see how the offense reacts. That one misses outside. Johnson with 2 straight pitches, then missed badly outside. We saw Johnson yesterday in the doubleheader. It's pretty solid for this Hastings team. We'll see if he can do a job here and get through this 7th inning. Drop strike 1 in there on the 2-0 to Legg on the left side. Legg had a single and an RBI. Also had at least 2 more RBIs robbed from him on a line drive over to second by Zach Vitale. And now in a 2-2 count, it was 2-0. He watches 2 straight fastballs go for the strike. 2-2 count to Joey Legg, a pinch hitter, probably taking over right field. We will see at the top half of the 8th. Hits that one high in the air in the left center gap. Going over is Frank. On the run, he'll make the play. In stride, made the catch. 1 away here quickly in the bottom half of the 7th inning. 8 outs remaining for the Sasquatch. Trey Vorwald up to the plate now. He's 1 for 2 with a double. He's got 1 of the 3 hits for the Sasquatch. The offense has been absolutely cricketed all night. We'll see if they can wake up here trying to get something going. They have no RBIs. They just have not succeeded a lot. Watch it, strike 1 go in at the knees. It's 0-1 to Vorwald. Trey Vorwald had a double back in the third, was stranded there at second, and now in an 0-2 hole, he flew out to third in his last plate appearance in the fourth. Now he comes up in the seventh. 0-2 to Vorwald. Here is the pitch from Johnson. That one chopped foul off the leg of Vorwald. He stays alive. 1-2, Vorwald Bachman with Ackerman standing on deck. The Sasquatch trying to get at least something to go before this game gets out of hand quickly. 0-2 to Vorwald, hits that one over to short. Printer on the run, makes the play, cross diamond throw a little bit close with the Vorwald speed, but he gets him for the second out. Ryan Bachman to the plate now. He's 1 for 3 with a single, scored in a tying run back in the fifth on a drop third strike. And then since then, this Sasquatch offense has done absolutely nothing since he scored. After Ryan Bachman got on base in the fifth with a third hit of the game, it has been so far 8 up, 8 down. We will see if he can change that trend here and prevent the third straight 1-2-3 following his leadoff single in the fifth. Johnson working quickly. Here's the pitch to Bachman. Drops it in, or low, for strike one. Ackerman standing on deck. DJ Van Atten in the hole. The 3-4 spot for the Sasquatch if Bachman can extend this inning and avoid a 1-2-3 once again for the Squatch. Bachman watches that breaking ball go. Check this swing and then finish this swing after the pitch already went by. It's 0-2 to Ryan Bachman. Kobe Garrell getting loose in the bullpen. Expect to see him next inning. But here is the 1-2 to Bach. Watches that one low. Cabranes tried to hold it for a strikeout and missed. It's 2-2. Ryan Bachman trying to get something going with 2 outs for the Sasquatch here. We'll see if he can get his second base knock of the night. Here is the pitch. Waves at that one. He chopped it. Actually, foul. He got a piece of it. Home plate umpire Josh Henwood would say, got away from Cabranes. Thought it might be another drop third strike. That's how Bachman scored back in the 5th inning. But it was fouled off. Count remains. Bachman will do it again. 2 strikes on Ryan Bachman trying to get out of this one. It's 2-2. Watches the breaking ball. Just missed the zone. Nice pitch from Johnson right there. Thought he got Bachman, was just a little bit high. Josh Henwood says count goes full. Full count to Ryan Bachman. Now looking for a 2-out base runner for the Squatch. Down 5 here in the bottom half of the 7th. Payoff pitch from Johnson's high at the eyes. Ryan Bachman walks. Bachman walks. The first Ackerman comes up to the plate. He is 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. Looking to get on base. We'll see what he can do. He took over the catching duties. Him and Ben Seminar switched. Ben Seminar is done. It was Joey Legg pinch hitting for him. So now that catcher hitting in the 3 spot, Ackerman up with 2 outs. Chops one on the third base line and foul. It's an 0-1 count for the Sasquatch catcher looking to continue what he's had a pretty impressive debut 24 hours in front of these Sasquatch fans. He was really good yesterday behind the plate. He even had a base hit. And now we'll see with an 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Inside, gets out of the way of that one, plays a little bit of limbo. Count goes 1-1 with 2 away. DJ Van Atten standing on deck. Luis Reyes in the hole. This is the meat and potatoes of the lineup. 3-4-5 due up for the Sasquatch. We'll see if they can A, get going, and B, try to chip away to this lead that the Sodbusters obtained in the top half of the 7th. 1-1 to Ackerman. Watches that one go in the zone. Breaking ball called for a strike. It's 1-2. 2 away, runner on first. Trying to capitalize off the Ryan Bachman walk. Nolan Ackerman trying to do some damage here on the 3 spot with DJ Van Atten on deck. Foul tips that one into the glove to end the inning. Cabranes holds on to that 3rd strike, and that'll do it. Ryan Bachman walks. He's the only Sasquatch batter to reach the plate, or reach first base, in the last 3 innings. Other than that, it's been 9 up, 9 down for the Sodbusters. They lead by 5.
Rogers at Peak Family Chiropractic and Sports Performance.
We all take different paths in life. That's why we utilize multiple different treatments here at Peak. Our main treatment is our high-level chiropractic adjustment, but we also emphasize the use of cupping, scraping, vibration massage, trigger point therapy, and active care to promote movement, strength, mobility, and most of all, pain relief. Why travel to multiple locations when you can have total wellness under one roof? Stop in today and let's get you to your peak.
Eighth inning action here in Spearfish. The last 2 innings of the game, so it's looking like it's going to go out to be a Sod Busters victory most likely. We shall see what the rest of the game has in store. It's Kobe Garrell onto the mound to try to keep this one just a 5-run game. In right field, following the Joey Leg pinch hit, it's going to be Oliver Wilson taking over his duties in right. And we will see what Kobe Garrell can do to lead-off hitter. First pitch can be chopped over to Reyes. 2 hops in shallow left field, cross diamond throw not in time. It's going to be an infield single. Wayne Shire starts out the day. Another first pitch of a pitcher's outing is going to be a base hit. Must just be something that Sodbusters talked about as attack early. You know they're looking for a first pitch strike on their night. And there's the 4th straight single on the first pitch of a pitcher's night. Excuse me, 3rd single. It was the home run on Levi Graham's first batter of the night. Top of the order, Kyle Hiltbrand looks to lay on a bunt. In the air, Kobe Garrell makes the play. That's not what you want to do with a bunt. Kobe Garrell makes the play right there. And now 1 away quickly. 2 pitches in. A runner's on with a single, and there's 1 out. Well, he's playing efficient right now, Kobe Garrell. 2 pitches, 2 different outcomes. Gage Frank comes up to the plate now, 2, 3, 4. Frank, Cabrenas, and Jones if needed. We'll see what Frank can do. He's 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Single to lead off the 3rd was scored by a home run. Single to lead off the 7th was scored by a home run as well. He scored twice, both due to a Cale Jensen home run after he got on base via a single. We'll see what he can do here with the runner on base and 1 away to Kobe Garrell. Low called for a ball from Garrell. Count goes 1-0. Cabrenas stands on deck, who is 2 for 4 as well. The home run, a single, and reached on the air from Luis Reyes back in the 7th. Checks his swing on that one low. Garrell got him to go around and was in the zone. Count goes 1-1. Kobe Garrell trying to keep this a 5-run game. Any life the Squatch may have left in the next 6 outs of offense, they got to find, and they got to find fast. One count to Gage Frank now from Kobe Garrell. Checks the runner over there at first. The throw's low. Van Atten keeps in front. So honestly, a kind of perfect throw as that one. If Van Atten just sticks his glove right there, it's probably the ball going directly into the glove. And honestly, Shires is sliding right in to the glove right there. But nonetheless, a 1-1. That one's going to be chopped foul. Runner did take off. He's got to go back to first base. 1-2 count now to Gage Frank. Kobe Garrell trying to get a big second out quickly after that lead-off single.
He ate 4 out of the 5 hot dogs. And he's done.
Our Squash Dog Challenge contestant has tapped out after 4 hot dogs finished, not the 5th or the nachos. Here's the pitch from Garrell. Chopped over 3rd. Crook gives it to Bachman. It's a 5-4-3 double play to end the 8th inning. Kobe Garrell leadoff single. Does not matter. He gets out of the 8th pretty darn quick. We go to the bottom half, 6 outs remain on the Sasquatch offensive night, trying to find any life possible to try to take a win in this one.
I want to shout out to the world so they know my sweet baby loves me so. She got me going, yeah, she turns me on. She loves me, yeah, she loves me, and it blows my mind.
Hey, nice strike.
Yeah, it blows my mind. She's my lover.
6 outs remain on the Sasquatch offensive night, trying to get a victory here in this one, but they trail by 5 and a hefty one. DJ Van Atten leads off, a new pitcher on the mound again for the Sodbusters. It's Luke Wenzel, the freshman from Iowa Western Community College. He leads off here in a 1-0 count to Van Atten. It's Van Atten, Reyes, and Nelson due up for the Squatch. Van Atten chops one over to third. On the back end, Chavez. The throw cross diamond, easily in time. Quickly one away, 2 pitches in. 5 outs remain in this one. And it's Luis Reyes coming up to the plate now for his 4th at-bat of the game. He's 1 for 3 with a single. We'll see if he can get something going. But it's not looking pretty for the Sasquatch in this one. The Sodbusters woke up and chose violence. Luis Reyes now in the third pitch of the at-bat, or the game, for the bullpen pitcher. Luke Wenzel finds the zone. It's 0-1. 2 pitches all took to retire DJ Van Atten. The first with the ball, the second he chopped over to third. Anthony Chavez took care of that one pretty easily. 0-1 count to Luis Reyes. Now Seth Nelson due up on deck. It is the 4-5-6. The 4 already being retired as the count goes 1-1. 1-1 count to Luis Reyes, the shortstop, trying to get anything started at all for the Sasquatch. They need some sort of life. We'll see if Reyes can deliver. Takes a big swing at that one and misses. Count goes 1-2. 1-2 count. Luis Reyes trying to get something going for the Squatch. They got 5 outs remaining. They trail by 5. It's been all Sodbusters in this one. We've seen miraculous the 9th inning from the Sasquatch before. We'll see if they can do it in the 8th right here as Reyes takes that one low for ball 2. 2-2 count, 1 away. Seth Nelson on deck. And if the Sasquatch can keep going, Gage Crott would be due up in the hole. Here's the 2-2 to Reyes. Chops one down the first baseline and fouls a breaking ball away. Probably would have got called for strike in the outer zone. Good defensive swing from the shortstop. And the count remains at 2-2. 2-2 count, 1 away now. Luis Reyes trying to keep something going for the Squatch. He chops one fouled on the third baseline now. And the count remains. 2-2 count to Luis Reyes, looking for his second base knock of the game. He came around to score the first run after his leadoff single in the fourth. We'll see what he can do here with one out. Chops one over to short. Printer off 2 hops, cross time and throw on the money. 2 away with 2 ground outs to the left side of the infield. Seth Nelson coming to the plate. He's 0 for 1 in his night, grounded out to second. His only at bat after replacing Bailey Bordas back in the 6th inning. He's in the DH spot again. He's been a Sodbuster killer all series. But with bases empty here, the worst he could do is add 1 to the 5-run lead. We'll see what he can do here with 2 away. Takes that one low. Cabranes tried to pull it back up. It's ball 1. Kobe Garrell set to take the mound again for the 9th. He had a very quick and very efficient 8th inning. Ended with that 5-4-3 double play. Crook, Bachman, and Van Atten combined. That one outside the right-hand batter's box. Cabranes could not pull that one in too far away. Count goes 2-0 to Seth Nelson. Gage Crott standing on deck, the center fielder, and Chaz Crook, the new third baseman, after relieving Christian Soto of his duties in the 6th. He is in the hole if the Sasquatch can get something going with 2 away. It's a 3-0 count to Seth Nelson. Looking for a base runner here. 4 lives remaining for the Squatch. The offense needs to get going eventually in this one if they want any chance. 3-0, Nelson works a 4-pitch walk. Should be his second of the night. He was robbed of one earlier, but Seth Nelson is on base with 2 away. Seth Nelson standing on first after a 2-out walk. Brings up Gage Crott, the center fielder. 0 for 2 on his night. 2 ground outs and walked. Was caught stealing to end the 2nd inning. See what he can do here. Watches ball 1 go outside from Wenzel. And hey, maybe the Sasquatch can get something going here. Crott, Crook, and then in the 9 spot, I think it's set to be Oliver Wilson. It is. 1-0 count. Gage Crott trying to extend the inning after a 2-out walk from Seth Nelson. That's ball 6. That one's in the dirt. Let's see if there's the grand slam thing here in Spearfish, but 2 outs, 1 on after that 2-out walk. We'll have to see if they even get that opportunity. Here's the pitch to Crott. Ball 7 upstairs. Wenzel losing a bit of control after 2 easy ground outs to the left side of the infield to get the first 2 outs on Reyes and Van Atten. 3-0 count to Gage Crott. Here's the pitch from Wenzel with Nelson standing on first. They check Nelson over at first. Don't know why he would even be thinking about taking off. He's definitely not. Interesting check right there. Down by 5. I don't think he matters moving into scoring position. 3-0 count the crowd. Here's the pitch upstairs. Ball 8. 8 straight pitches, 2 4-pitch walks. And now the Sasquatch have a little bit of life, a chance to maybe chip away a little bit. It's Chaz Crook coming to the plate, 0 for 1 on his night. Since relieving Soto, Cabranes wants a word with Wenzel. There's an arm just tossing around in the Sodbuster bullpen. We'll see how long Wenzel's left in. It looked like he was going through the lineup easy. 2 ground outs to start quickly to Van Atten and Reyes. Took 5 pitches to get those 2 outs, and since then, 8 straight pitches have missed the zone. 2 on to Chaz Crook now. Maybe a 2-out rally starting for Spearfish here. A big chance for Chaz Crook to get on base or potentially driving a run with a runner on second and first. Have to see what he can do. Nelson's got speed at second, so you best believe he has a chance to score. Anthony Peterson might not think twice about sending him, trying to make this potentially a 4-run game. There's ball 9 as that one misses upstairs to Crook. It's a 1-0 count. Wenzel has not proven he can locate in the last 9 pitches. I'm Crook right here. I'm not swinging at anything right away. 1-0 count from Wenzel. Here's the pitch. That one low and away. He does find the zone. Avoids 10 straight balls. Avoids double digits. Finds the zone. It's 1-1. Crook trying to extend this inning and maybe get a little bit of life for Spearfish. And here is the 1-1 pitch to the new third baseman for the Sasquatch with 2 on. Chops one down the third base line weakly. This one's going to go to the left of the bag and foul. Would have been an easy tag for Chavez to tag the bag at third. Crook lives to see another pitch. It's 1-2. Oliver Wilson standing on deck. We'll see if he gets a chance here in the 8th. Potentially with bases loaded if Crook can work a walk, but now with a 1-2. See if Chaz Crook can at least put something in play and keep the inning alive. Hits one high in the air to left field. Crook got a hold of that one. Back at the track, looking up off the scoreboard. Chaz Crook has made a dent in this lead. It's 7-5. Maybe a little life for the Sasquatch here. Chaz Crook delivers his third bomb of the year. It's 7-5. Is there life here in Spearfish? I can't believe it. They have more runs than they do base hits. The dugout's alive. Crook is knighted. Maybe a chance for the Sasquatch here. A big eighth inning. It's not a grand slam, but it's a 3-run shot. No 10 grand, but it's 3-run chip into the lead. Chaz Crook, a 3-run pulled bomb. Luke Wenzel's night is probably over, and it is. Bullpen for Hastings here. A brand new game, maybe some life for Spearfish. We will see if it carries over. We'll be right back here on Spearfish Sasquatch Live. It's a bullpen arm once again, and it's quite possibly the best bullpen arm for Hastings. They turn to Jacob Shaw, who has been absolutely spectacular. Get a load of these stats on the year. 9 appearances, this is number 10. 14 innings, a .64 ERA with 16 Ks. Oliver Wilson up to the plate now, manning right field, looking to keep this little 2-out rally going. It started with a walk to Nelson, another 4-pitch walk to Gage Trott. Chaz Crook in a 1-2 count, skyrockets the ball to left field, and all of a sudden this 5-run game where there's no life in Spearfish, it's a 2-run game. Oliver Wilson looking to keep the rally going. The Sasquatch might have life. Oliver Wilson with 2 away to face Jacob Shaw. Here is the first pitch. He lays down a bunt down third base line. Off guard, Chavez rushing in. Oliver Wilson, oh my goodness, what a play. Caught everyone off guard. Holy cow. Oliver Wilson's on base with a bunt down the third base line. That might be what head coach Jared Hunt came to talk to him about, is catch him off guard, put a bunt down the opposite side. Holy cow, top of the order, Trey Vorwald. Vorwald is 1 for 3 with a double. We'll see what he can do here. He's got on twice. Here's the pitch from Shaw. That one low for a strike outside. That lower outer third from Josh Henwood is pretty much automatic. It's 0-1. 0-1 count from Shaw to Vorwald, the leadoff hitter. High in the air to right field. This one's going to be caught by Shires to end the threat. 7-5 game going to the 9th, but the 3-run blast from Crook gave this team life. We'll see if Kobe Garrell can go out there again and put up a 0. It's a brand new ball game here in Spearfish, South Dakota. It's the 9th inning. It's Kobe Garrell back on the mound again. It's Marcos Cabrenas leading off, putting down a bunt, pulls back. It's ball 1. If you're just joining us, we thought it was over. 6 lives remaining for the Sasquatch offensively. It was 2 quick groundouts by Van Atten and Reyes, and then all of a sudden, Nelson walks on 4. Crott walks on 4. Chaz Crook in a 2-strike count. Skyrockets one to left field, and it's a 2-run ball game. A strike 1 delivered by Garrell right there. This is a big inning for Kobe Garrell. He let up a leadoff single last inning, got a bunt caught by Garrell on the mound, and then got a big 5-4-3 to retire the side in 3 batters after a single. We'll see what he does here to Cabrenas. 1-1 count to Marcos Cabrenas, who has had himself a day. He waves at that one. He sorted him on the outside. It's a 1-2 Kobe Garrell trying to get a big first out here in the 9th and maybe put a little more momentum for the Squatch to try to come back in the bottom half. 1-2 Marcos Cabrenas. Kobe Garrell looking for a big first out to try to kickstart this quick inning possibly. Here's the 1-2 from Garrell. Outside, Ackerman trying to pull it back. The heater just missed. Count goes even at 2s. It's 3-4-5. Cabrenas, Jones, and Chavez due up 4. This team, and oh man, you got to think if that grand slam doesn't get hit, this game is so in the Sasquatch hands. Even if only 2 runs scored there, this game is tied. 2-2, that one's chopped over to short. Makes the play as Crook at shortstop. High, and Van Atten snags it out of the air. Chaz Crook slides over to short. Daniel Thiessen's in center field. A lot of defensive change-arounds. Gage Krotz at third. So a lot of defensive changes, and an interesting defensive changes at that for head coach Jarrett Hunt. Not sure what the thought process here with all these changes is. In a 2-run game? Brings up the next hitter. It's going to be Nick Jones. Jones takes ball 1, and now Garrell looking for a big second out here. He's got Jones and Chavez up the 4-5. Sudi does against Jones. He's cold 0 for 3 as he takes strike 1 on the outside. Garrell has been solid almost every time he's gone out of the pen. You have to think that he's got to get more trust from head coach Jarrett Hunt sooner or later. And we'll see if he can do it right here. Maybe put a big Bolton on his night. That one upstairs misses for ball 2. Count goes 2-1 to Nick Jones. Look on the season. Kobe Garrell has been pretty decent for this team. 9 innings pitched. Not an amazing ERA, but that one chopped on third baseline and foul! Third base coach for the Sodbusters is very adamant that that thing was fair, and he is not happy about that one. That's Jacob Nesvar out there. Number 35 is manning third base. He is not happy about that one, but it's a 2-2 count. 1 away here in the inning. Despite the scoreboard here at Black Hills Energy Stadium saying 0, cough, cough, Ian. Please change it. Thank you very much. 1 away here, looking for a big second out to Nick Jones. Garrell, he chops that one foul off of Ackerman, off the home plate umpire. Ackerman making sure that he's okay. Seems to be good. And here we go. A big opportunity. 2-2 again with 1 away to Nick Jones. Looking to retire him for the 4th straight time since he walked in the 1st inning. He's put the ground on the ball twice and put a weak fly ball over to third base. Here's a 2-2 from Garrell. That one's hit sharply over to first into right field. It's going to be a 1-out single for Nick Jones. A weak ground ball, but no one there right between Bachman and Van Atten. And in that little weak spot in right field, we've seen so many base hits drop. There's one right there from Nick Jones.
Now batting for the Sodbusters, Anthony Chavez.
Anthony Chavez comes up to the plate now. He has a double. He's been hit by a pitch. He's walked. He's struck out. He's done almost everything you can do as a hitter. We'll see what he can do here with a runner on first. We're getting a talk here. Not quite sure what's going on. They're going to have a pinch runner going in. Someone was delayed. Get off the bench. Pinch runner going to go in. It's going to be Nolan Oliver. He's going to run for Nick Jones.
Pinch running for the Sodbusters, Nolan Oliver.
Nolan Oliver listed as a utility player. 15 games played this year. Hasn't had a lot of luck at the plate, but pinch running here as potentially a crucial run for the Sodbusters. Try to leave this one with a W. We'll see what happens here. Garrell sets in the first pitch to Anthony Chavez with a runner on first. Hits that one down the third baseline and foul. It's potentially going to be another 5-4-3 if that one stays fair. That would have been wild if Garrell got another 5-4-3, this time with a new third baseman being Gage Crott. 0-1 count quickly to Anthony Chavez. Cale Jensen on deck, and honestly, that's a bat I do not want to pitch to right now if I am anybody on this Sasquatch rotation. That one's high in the air, and it's going to be a bloop single into center field. Oliver's going to round second. He looked like he wanted to take third. He's going to stay there. It's going to be another single for Anthony Chavez. His night continues. He's got a single, a double, hit by pitch, a walk, and a strikeout. Literally has done everything. Brings up the bat that I don't think anyone wants to see right now. It's Cale Jensen. After flying out weakly to center and left in the first and third, in back-to-back innings in 6-7, he had a solo shot home run and a grand slam. On his last two at-bats, 2 for 2 with 5 RBIs and 2 home runs. He's seeing the ball well. We'll see what he can do here with 2 runners on. Garrell, that one in the dirt. Ackerman keeps it in front. Sasquatch trying to get something going. They got that 3-run home run from Chaz Crook. A little bit of life. But if runs score here, that life kind of just gets sucked right out of you. Breaking ball upstairs, just missed from Garrell to 2-0 to Jensen. Standing on deck at Zach Vitale, who is 1 for 4 on his night. Cale Jensen right here. Looks like Garrell's trying to pitch around him. I think you got to attack. Don't want to load the bases here in top of the 9th when you're trying to get to the bottom with just a 2-run deficit. That one outside, breaking ball finds a zone from Garrell. A beautiful pitch right there. Fighting back, it's 2-1. If you're just joining us here, we've got a spike in viewers on the live stream. It has been a very up and down game for the Sasquatch. Was down for maybe, I want to say, the first 6 innings, 6.5, and then that bottom of the 8th inning just was huge. That one fouled down the third base line. Crott giving chase, Forwald giving chase. They're going to run out of room. It goes into the Hastings bullpen just by maybe a foot. It looked like they potentially had a chance. Speedy Gage Crott at third, and Speedy Trey Forwald in left. Couldn't track that one down. Count goes 2-2 to Cale Jensen. Kobe Garrell looking for a big second out after 2 1-out doubles back-to-back. And here we go. 2-2 to Cale Jensen from Kobe Garrell looking for a big second out. Here is the pitch. That one low gets away from Ackerman. Runners are going to advance. 2 runners in scoring position now for Cale Jensen to extend his night. Potentially 2 RBIs. He can poke it to the outfield on the full count pitch. Zach Vitale on deck. Cale Jensen will be a big out, but don't want to load the bases. Ryan Bachman, Crook, Crott, Van Atten all playing in, trying to keep the runner at third with 1 away here, trying to keep it a 2-run game. Here's the payoff pitch. That one's chopped over to the first baseline and foul over to the Sasquatch dugout. Count's going to remain full in this one. Squatch trying to get out of this. This will be a huge spot for Kobe Garrell to try to keep this just a 2-run deficit. You got a little momentum going your way. In the bottom of the 8th, we'll see if Cale Jensen can reverse that right here. He has a chance to put 2 runs on the board, make it a 4-run game. Full count pitch. Here's the payoff from Kobe Garrell once again. This one's chopped on the first base line. Van Atten's going to tag the bag at first, keep the runner at third. There's 2 away. The first Sasquatch pitcher to retire Cale Jensen since Lance Schaff did it in the 3rd. Zach Vitale comes to the plate. A big spot for Kobe Garrell, trying to put up a 0 in this one. Vitale singled back in the 2nd against Schaff. Since then, reached on an error in the 6th, and that was it. Here we go. Upstairs, leaves it off for a ball. You do have a bag open at first with Josh Printer standing on deck. But if Kobe Garrell can get out of this, we will see. It's a 2-run ball game with runs number 8 and 9 of the Sod Busters night, standing in scoring position at 2nd and 3rd. That one inside, and the inside chalk in the fastball. Count goes 2-0. Trying to get to the bottom of the 9th inning. The Sasquatch have a little bit of life. They're scoring 3. We'll see if they can put up a 0. Kobe Garrell in a big spot with a 2-0 to Zach Vitale. Here's a 2-0 pitch. That one a slider low and away. Did not get the zone. A nice spot, and yes, that's the right call. Did not get the zone, but it's been there all night. And they're just going to do ball 4. Load the bases, an intentional walk on a 3-0. And here we go. Josh Printer with the bases juiced.
Batting now for the
Josh Pinner comes up to the plate. He is 0 for 4. Put the ball on the ground twice. Has struck out in his last 2 plate appearances. Base is juiced. 2 away. Kobe Garrell trying to get out of this jam. That one's going to be chopped over to second. Bachman on 2 outs. Backs into shallow right. Jumps to make the play. Throw to Van Atten. Ryan Bachman retires it. Kobe Garrell gets out. He has put up 2 zeros. The Squatch put up 3 in the bottom of the 8th. And now down by 2 in the bottom of the 9th inning. Needing a rally here in Spearfish. Put your rally caps on, South Dakota. The Squatch are trying to come back in this one when we come back. It's rally time here in Spearfish, South Dakota. Game 4 of the weekend. The Sasquatch won the first 3 and now look to come from behind once again. Down 7-5 here in the bottom of the 9th inning. They put up 3 in the bottom of the 8th. It's Ryan Bachman to lead off against Jacob Shaw. The closer for this Sodbusters team has been nothing short of absolutely incredible all year. He faces Bachman to start out this 9th with a ball outside on the heater. It's Bachman, Ackerman, and it looks like Dylan Ritchie will pinch hit. No, it's Bachman, Ackerman, Van Atten, and it looks like Dylan Ritchie will be the 4th batter up. The Sasquatch gets something going. Bachman foul tips that one off. It's a 1-1. A big spot for the Squash to try to get something. Bachman 1 for 3, 2 Ks with a single and a walk. Has came around to score once. He rips that one high in the air into right field. Giving chase towards the line is Shires. Going to the corner over the shoulder. He'll make the catch for the first out in this one. 2 outs remain on the Sasquatch night, down 2. Nolan Ackerman coming to the dish. This is a spot for the Sasquatch, and it is a spot indeed. My goodness. Nolan Ackerman with 1 away, trying to get on the base paths and put the tying run to the plate here in the bottom of the 9th against Jacob Shaw. Takes the first pitch for a ball. It's a 1-0 count. That one missed a little bit high and inside. It's a good spot from Shaw, but just a little bit inside towards the chalk. It's 1-0 to Ackerman. Checks his swing on that one in the dirt. He did not go into the dirt. It's a 2-0 count. Ackerman, Van Atten, and Ritchie has grabbed a bat. He will be in the hole, and then Seth Nelson will follow. The Sasquatch can get something going with this part of the lineup. This comeback is very real. Upstairs, Ackerman with a 3-0 count, and auto take definitely coming from the Sasquatch catcher here. Ackerman 0 for 3, been reached on a hit by pitch and an error. Struck out twice, but now on a 3-0 count. Takes down outside for a strike 1. And the left-hand batter's box just got the outside corner. And here we go. 3-1 to Ackerman. I expect another auto take right here. Ethan chopped one down the third base line. Tough play for Chavez. That one's foul. I want a replay on that one, Josh Henwood. That is a double for Nolan Ackerman every day of the week. That is not ideal right there. There is no way that ball was foul. Ackerman with a full count now. 3-0 turned to 3-2. And here we go. 3-2, 1 away. Here's the pitch from Shaw. That one's high in the air in the foul territory on the first base line. Going chase. Cabranes runs out of room. Another full count pitch will be seen by Nolan Ackerman, who should be standing on second base right now. I'm still very adamant about that one, Josh Henwood. Unreal right there. Here's the full count pitch. One away to Nolan Ackerman. In the dirt, ball four. It's not a double like it should have been, but it's a walk for Nolan Ackerman. Tying run at the plate. DJ Van Atten comes up. DJ Van Atten in the biggest spot of the season. Here we go. We saw his heroics in Fremont. In 4 runs came across before him. He comes across, hits the 5th on a solo shot to tie the game at the top of the 9th. Now, he's the tying run, takes ball 1 inside. DJ Van Atten in a big spot right here for the Sasquatch. It's a 1-0 count from Shaw. Ackerman standing on first. Here's the pitch to Van Atten. Checks his swing on that one low and away. It's a strike. Count goes 1-1. Looking for his pitch to get Dylan Ritchie standing on deck. And then it's a Sodbuster killer, Seth Nelson, in the hole. Squatch trying to get the offense going with 1 away. Here's the pitch to Van Atten. Big wave at that one, low and away. He was sitting fastball. If he got one, that ball might have been pieced. But the count goes 1-2. DJ Van Atten trying to extend this one. There's only 1 away. Trying to put the go-ahead run and winning run at the plate. Here's the 1-2 pitch to DJ Van Atten. Swung on high in the air into foul territory on the first base line. Giving chase, running out of room. DJ Van Atten will see another pitch. That one goes off the top part of the dugout once and almost twice. It's going to roll back into the Sasquatch dugout. The fan lost it out of their hand.
Remember, old guys rule.
1-2 again to DJ Van Atten. Here we go, Sasquatch Nation. This is a big one. DJ Van Atten and a 1-2 to Jacob Shaw. Up high at the eyes, he watches that one. Count goes even at 2-2. Those are the kind of pitches that DJ likes to hit. The ones chest level or above, if he gets a hold of those ones, those are the ones we see him, especially when we're on the road, take yard. 2-2 now with 1 away. 2-2 count, 1 away to DJ Van Atten. Here is the pitch. High in the air, line drive left field. This one's going to be directly into a glove. There's 1 out remaining. Jensen in the perfect position. Van Atten lines that one into a glove. Thought that could have dropped for easily 2. But Jensen in the right place at the right time. 2 away. Dylan Ritchie going to take some hacks. Here we go. The last life of the Sasquatch with Seth Nelson on deck. This is exactly who I want on deck, but you got to get to him first. Dylan Ritchie looking to extend the game here. Runner on first. Tying run at the plate represented by Ritchie. Go ahead, run on deck. If Dylan Ritchie can extend this one, he steps out. Wants to take a swing or two. Now steps in the right-hand box to face Jacob Shaw. Here we go. Gonna hit that one weakly over to second. This should be it. Vito the throw to first. Sodbusters win. They avoid the sweep. Dylan Ritchie chased the first pitch and chopped it to second base. Sodbusters win this one 7-5. Chaz Crook with a 3-run homer, but not enough to propel the Squatch to a 4-win, 4-0 weekend sweep. They drop this one. Sasquatch back in action versus the Casper Spuds tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday in Casper, Wyoming. Stay tuned for Sasquatch After Hours. It's a 7-5 Hastings W today. Sasquatch drop game 4 of the 4-game weekend series against the Hastings Sodbusters. Overall in the 6-game homestand, they go, doing math in my head right here, 4-3. 3-1 against the Sodbusters, 1-2 against the Badlands Big Stick. Sasquatch back in action against Casper tomorrow in Wyoming, Tuesday on July 4th, and Wednesday, get off day Saturday before Casper comes here for a Friday, Saturday, Sunday weekend 3-game set at 6 straight games versus the Spuds. You don't want to miss the action either on the road or at home here at Black Hills Energy Stadium. I'm Sean Massa. Thank you for making me a part of your week throughout the homestand, your weekend throughout the beginning of this Hastings series, and if you tuned in today, your Sunday afternoon. Signing off here, the Squatch lose this one 7-5.